Keeping it real, who that sports pod, legendary coach Rock, go 17, let's rock. Who that? Boss kick, black and gold, let's go. First and goal, from the one, best believe, we go punch. Punching in, get them punch. With them Saints, watch us march. Down the field, down your throat. Keeping it real, who that sports. Breaking news, interviews, open lines just for you. Call in, join in. Who that nation? How you doing? Come on in. Take a seat. Sit back, relax. Put your feet up. Grab a drink. And man, let's talk Saint football. What the hell was that we have to sit through 3 hours today and watch? For the first 2 weeks, the New Orleans Saints fooled us. They hoodwinked us. They were a mirage. The same team that had lost by 76 points by a combined 13 points. Where the hell was that team today? This team showed up today undisciplined, unprepared, not focused, not wanting the contact, not willing. I saw a lack of will. I saw a lack of effort. And if anything has me disappointed, it's that. I picked the Saints to lose today. I didn't think they'd go to Seattle and win today. We had won 4 of the last 5 games that we had went up there to face Seattle. But I'm no dummy. I'm no illusionist. I know exactly what we're dealing with. But the Saints, for them to go up there in Seattle today and to perform the way that they performed, which is they didn't perform. It is a travesty. It is an indictment on players in that locker room. And Kellen Moore, I told you, baby, the honeymoon is over. This is the kind of things that this fan nation has had to deal with for the last 4+ years. And damn it, we are not accepting it. So you better, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's someone who's been on this team for years, sit their ass down, bench them, cut them. I don't give a damn. All that loyalty stuff is over with. What happened today is embarrassing. The Seattle Seahawks did not punt in the first half. Midway through the third quarter, they had not punted not one time. Kellen Moore, I'm questioning some of his decision-making during this game. You're down 21-28 to nothing, 21-0, and you go for a damn field goal. Your team has no life, no energy. What's 3 going to do? Nothing. Your defense didn't show up to play. No pass rush. And Lord, let me start with the secondary. We don't have a cornerback number one. Kool-Aid fooders, just like great Blake Groupie fooders, cut his ass. Get rid of Blake Groupie, bench him. Let's see what Charlie Smith has. It can't be no worse than Groupie. Alante Taylor, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Ike Yadam, Reed, Sanka, Umaga, Howden, just letting people run all free through the damn secondary, wide open, nobody around them. Brandon Staley, what kind of damn defense plan did you go into today's game with? Sam Darnold finished with a 154 QB rating, almost a perfect game. I listened to this game on the Seattle Seahawks radio side. They were laughing at you. Damn embarrassment. They're down there talking like these Seahawks are world beaters. Everything is because of Sam Darnold. No, it's because of the trash-ass New Orleans Saints team that got off the plane and showed their ass up in Seattle, Washington today. That was an unacceptable performance. If we go lose, I don't mind losing with the effort, the heart, the fight. It was not there today. What we saw the first 2 weeks was not there. But also what we saw the first 2 weeks, being undisciplined with penalties, that reared its ugly head today. It just snowballed. 21 in the first quarter. And every time they got the ball, it was like they were running through a paper bag when you consider the Saints defense. No resistance at all. It was simple. It was easy. Anything Clint Kubiak wanted to dial up, he was dialing up, and it was working. Brandon Staley, what was the blitz? You're trying to get home with 4. We need pressure. What was Carl Granderson? What was Cam Jordan? What was Brian Bresee? What was Fidel Diggs? Where was everybody? Nobody showed up today. That was a damn embarrassment. And for everybody who was crying about the Saints not having a primetime game this year, this is why. Because this is the goddamn performance that they've been showing every time they get a primetime game. And by the way, this 3 o'clock kickoff, this was the Saints primetime game for the year. And once again, they dropped the ball, they fumbled the ball, they absolutely stink. Trash, man. I don't care about losing. I pick you to lose. But damn it, you're not going to tell me that team that we watched for 2 straight weeks comes down to the last possession and each week with opportunity to win the game. What the hell was that team? Who the hell was these Keystone Cops, these impersonators that showed up today? It was embarrassing, man. I'm glad I didn't do this game with Zach. I'm glad. Because the cussing and stuff I was doing, we probably got taken off the air. I mean, it hurts me because of the effort, family. That's all I keep saying. Yeah. It's the effort. The effort was not there. Plain and simple, I'm going to say it. A lot of you, I'm going to call them something. A lot of y'all quit, bro. A lot of them quit today. Look at the film and get rid of all those quitters, man. Get them the hell off this team. I don't care who it is. They quit. They did not want to play football. They were not, man. Look, I'm about to put the link in the chat. This is the Kickback. Welcome to the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. This is the Kickback. It is raw, uncensored, uncut. However you feel, come in here, say it, get it off your chest, man. The Saints fucking suck today. I'm going to start it off. They fucking suck today. It was an embarrassment. So I'm going to throw the link in the chat. Then we're going to hear from Zach, who had to sit through 3.5 hours of this BS that they put us through today, which is just, man, it's just sad, man. It's just sad, family. That was just sad today, man. That's all I'm gonna say, family. That was just sad. I don't mind losing. I don't mind losing. I don't mind losing. All right, family. We got my sister coming on. She's from the 12th man. And she should glow because they beat the hell out of us today. Megan, how you doing, baby? Come on in here.
All I'm saying, Dolph, is karma is a payback bitch, isn't it? Where you put it in the rankings. As I was saying to Zach, I'm ducking back out. I'll be in and out.
Okay.
I need to go and have a shower and do a few things. But I had you as a 10-point, but still a loser, but 10 points. Everyone's saying, oh, they saw the blowout. I kind of didn't, but I got JSN, Tory Horton, and Myers on my fantasy team, and I am loving life at the moment.
And let me ask you this: how did they do today? Give me their numbers today on your fantasy team for those three players.
Okay, just let me click to the other. So, let's see. I got Jackson Smith Najigba at 20.6. Myers 16. And where's Tory? 18.2 on the bench for Tory Horton. So,
and what did they have Horton and other than Jackson? What did they have Horton and the other kid projected numbers for the day at what?
They had. Hang on, Dolph. Damn, I'm on.
Horton was probably projected 6 points, if I had to guess, something like that. 6-7 points.
So he was projected at 9 and ended up with 18.
At 9, ended up with 18. Let me just say this again. Congratulations to you and the 12th man today. And I was listening to.
Hey, excuse me one moment. I have to say something to Mal. I'm not laughing at you outwardly, but you best believe I am internally. That's all I'm saying, Mal.
You deserve to, and that's why I said to Meg in the other show before we switched over here. I was like, Meg, if you lose the other side of the table, I'd be saying the same thing. I mean, you have every bragging right to come in here and be like, man, F you, Doug,
the only thing Zach, as I was watching the score,
going to the like, I don't care. I appreciate
the
that.
The only thing I thought of watching the game unfold and seeing the score is, I got to give Dolph some shit for his raking. That's all.
Listen. I still got him ranked. Let me tell you, what y'all did today, they won't do again the rest of this season. Horton would not have the day he had the rest of this season. He would. He would not. No, he would not. Y'all, look, y'all there, y'all whooped our ass. Nothing left to say. They beat the hell out of us. It's just that simple. We were out coached. We were outperformed. We were out hit. We were out passed. We were out blocked. Anything else you can come up with today? Seattle whooped the Saints' ass all across the board from the time.
Kubiak, though? Do you think that's Kubiak knowing the Saints? That's one thing I want to ask.
That's a totally new team. I think it could be him being familiar with some of the players from last year, but not that much because things have changed. It's a whole new defensive scheme. It's just today the Seahawks were on and the Saints weren't. The same team, like I said, we played 2 weeks of football where it came down to the last possession. I picked us to lose today. I had to score
every Saints fan I know did too.
30 to 16. But damn, there was no damn way I saw what the hell happened today. And nobody did. If people coming in saying that you saw a blowout, you're a damn lie. You didn't see nobody saw this.
The thing that pisses me off the most about the whole entire game is the lack of fucking effort. I mean, there's certain things that are just full blown effort plays. Because like even if you call a bad game, right? Like, and I'll talk special teams in particular. You call a bad game, you have the wrong. The players got to go out there and play, right? A return punt for 96 yards, that is on the special teams, the players, not the play calling. A bad snap. What are we? How are you snapping the ball to the higher left side of a right-footed punter? Those things can't happen. things like that. It's like everything that could have went wrong in this game, and that's just what it is. It is embarrassing. It is abysmal. It is crazy. The fact that we came out and it looks like we hadn't got off the plane. I can't name a single player that got off the plane today that came up and actually showed up in today's game. Not a single one. There's not a single player that I can point out today is like, oh yeah, this player had a good game. No, yeah. I don't have one. Not even Alvin Kamara. Not even Chris Olave, who had eight or 10 catches or whatever.
Maybe Olave. We were talking about Olave a lot on the Hawks.
You know, but yeah.
But one thing I want to ask you, I wasn't watching the game live. I watched it on replay. What about the 12s? What about the noise level? Someone was saying in our chat that it was getting loud and the 12s are known for it, but it's been missing recently. What was the sound like? As I said, I was on stream.
I mean, the game sounded loud, and they did get a couple of false starts on the Saints and stuff like that. But all the false starts were from the young buck Calvin Banks, the new rookie who has played great up until this game. This is by far his worst game, and then the replacements that have came in, Simpkins, and then the guy who was out over on right tackle. But no, they were loud, man. They were loud, Meg.
108 decibels. 108 decibels, Mel. That's
it was loud.
I had my ears blown out at 124 decibels and lost hearing for a week and a half when I went to that game in Seattle. So 108,
not bad.
Yeah, that's not as loud as they can get though in that stadium. But
they didn't have to get loud, Meg. They didn't have to. The game was over in the first 6-7 minutes.
I'm just glad we got a home win because before this game we were 0-7 at home.
Wow.
So, wow.
Yeah, I'm really glad we got a home win finally. We go to Arizona on Thursday, which again should be a fairly easy win because we own Arizona, but I don't know that I'm confident in saying that we'll win because we win at home against Arizona and have for years, but I don't know. I hope so because they're my brother's team and I'm going to be in Sydney, so he'll be getting a call, but I don't know. But yeah, commiserations to the Saints. I kind of for about 2 seconds felt sorry for you and then thought, nah, I remember where you placed us in the rankings. So,
Hey, I still ain't moving y'all up in the rankings. Y'all played the Saints shit.
Well, that's the thing, and that's what we'll get all week, even though we
but what you can rebuttal with is this the same team took 2 teams before us down to the last possession. So
what I'll say is at halftime, even though Darnold didn't have much field to work, or I'm sorry, didn't. I'm trying to think how the best way to word this is. They didn't need a lot. They didn't have a lot. Like they had little field to work with because offensively they were getting the ball in optimum positions. So, but still, nevertheless, Darnold was 10 of 11 going into halftime. He looked really good, and he was putting the ball on the money. Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on. First of all, Mo, I ain't hating on Seattle. I'm just saying
he's disliking strongly, Mal. There's a difference.
I strongly. I'm not saying they're not a good team, but what I'm saying, the team that played today, they ain't that damn team. I ain't get crazy. Don't get crazy. It's talking about.
I'm not getting crazy either. Yeah. This was a special win, but this is not us.
Come on. Yeah. Hey, this league's so damn crazy. Cleveland beat Green Bay today.
Cleveland. Wait, first off, can we just take a time out and just talk about how crazy the games have been today? Fucking Jacksonville winning just by 7, Atlanta getting blown out, scoreless. Philadelphia wins by a blocked punt for a fucking touchdown. Tampa wins Tampa Bay just barely beats the Jets on a field goal at the end of the game. Chargers, and again, I said it in the other stream, but I'll say it again. Shout out my brother Boro, his first ever. Dolph, could you imagine your first ever NFL game being the Denver versus Chargers today, where the Chargers go down and kick a field goal to end the game. That's his first ever NFL game. He's visiting from Australia in LA and is able to watch that game. That's unbelievable.
Hell yeah,
and
man.
Chicago busting Cowboys' ass. I mean, like, it was some good football this week.
Man, hey, Clayton got a question for us.
My first game in Seattle was in 22, week 6, Cardinals. One of my favorite players, Sean Alexander, going into the Ring of Honor, sitting right under the 12's flag. I couldn't talk for a week. I couldn't bloody hear for 2, roaring with the 12s. It was absolutely amazing. So, Boro, I hope you enjoyed it, son, because
yeah, for real, man. It's a great game to go to again. For real.
Keenan Allen getting me 17 points when I was going to drop into the bench for Torrey Horton. Fuck yeah. Excuse my language.
No, this is the kickback. All that's good. This is the kickback. Clayton, we here. Clayton, put your question in the chat for us.
In the chat, Clayton. Love to. I don't know as much about the Saints as these boys, but I know my 12s. And
Kenny Nelson says special team spotted Seattle 14. Listen, this is what I said about special teams. We don't appreciate a good special teams unit until something like the day happens. Then we see the importance of having a good special teams unit. Blake Groupie, the Saints kicker, Megan, he didn't miss a damn kick all off season and preseason. And in off season, he missed 1 field goal in a driving rainstorm. But he was perfect.
He didn't miss a damn field goal in training camp. That motherfucker gonna go out there and he's missed more than he's made.
Man, he done missed 3 field goals in 3 weeks. And I'm tired of him. Personally, I'm tired of him. No. Oh, okay, Pam. I thought Pam was saying. Pam said he got look.
Yeah. But Dolph, hang on. Our kicker, Jason Myers had a brilliant game, kept me in fantasy again, but he's known as Jekyll and Hyde. The year he gets paid, he's effing brilliant. The year after, he's fucking atrocious. And that's this year, given what he kicked at 9 points in fairness. Yeah, exactly. Bring Koo in. I've had Koo in fantasy a couple of times.
I don't know about bringing in Koo. Koo been bad. Coop been bad.
Well, yeah, but is he as bad as you?
I say bring in Charlie Smith.
I want to see Charlie Smith, man. Let's bring Charlie.
With a Y. Smith with a Y.
But our kicker, you can literally tell where Jason Myers has been paid because he had a brilliant year, kicks everything from everywhere. The off year, which is this year, he kicks like shit. So. Yeah, I get it with your kickers. Yeah.
So some of the things that we were talking about, and there's been a lot because obviously it's been a bad game, so everybody's been going off their rocker.
Hey, family, hold on, Zach. We got Cam up here talking. Let's hear.
Do I even want to hear what they have to say?
I really don't, but you know, hey.
Well, go on, be nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna be nice. It's Cam.
I want him to speak truth is what I want him to speak.
1344, nobody did great. Just the name of the game is you have to find a way to get better.
Threads are nice.
Yeah, you fly.
Coach said this would be a film that you don't just throw away, that you all need to look at.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Film we need to look at.
Wait to get on the plane and break
see
down.
How his head's down.
That has to be.
Because he's embarrassed.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. His body language is embarrassed. Yeah.
How many dropbacks did he actually have? By the time he did a drop back, what was the score? I mean, if all he's worried about is quick releases, we're trying to get back in the game somehow, some way. I wish we could say, hey, we knew he was going to have a quick release. We planned on that, and at the same time. He had a couple with the first series. We gifted to their offense. Second series was a bomb. Like this is something we have to overcome ASAP.
Start to break down the film on the plane, and obviously you're paying attention to sort of the individual things about improvement. Well, what's kind of your role in helping the entire defense?
Oh man, yeah. I mean, it's good. It's got to be on us, right? It's got to be on guys who have seen this before. I mean. we've definitely been able to correct penalties before, and I assume it's going to be on the leaders of the team to have this talk and get it done now. By Monday, we got to be able to say this is where we're at, and then if we keep going this way, this is where we're going to finish up. The reality is, so at this point, we're already at a juncture where we have to be as critical as we can be right now.
I don't think I've ever seen Cam this low.
Yes.
And
that's what
forever.
I'm saying. The body language, the shoulders.
Shoulders lean forward,
shoulders,
head
I think
down.
there's a reason why our coaching staff brought in referees.
Hands in the pocket.
This entire week of practice, right?
It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing.
Time,
it's an embarrassment.
And come game day, we still have how many penalties? So I'm sure that'll be readdressed.
At least he's owning it. He's not saying
it's gotta be on the players.
What else are you going to do?
We all have to work on this. Not
whatever that is, the holding, whatever penalties that came up.
But I do like the jacket. I love a houndstooth jacket, even though that's
starting drive
strobing on my screen.
Don't help you win in this league. Our defense could have had a 3-and-out.
If look good, play good was the thing, we would have won this game.
You would have had it in spades. Yeah. No. I wouldn't want to be him having to front the press after a game like this, though.
Just like I did year 2, pissed off. There's beyond just the years being here, it's knowing that there's a right way to play football. There's a right way to hold people accountable. You have to match that standard.
Dolph, I'm gonna mute and go off camera for a minute to have a shower, but I'll be right back.
Talk soon, Cam. Talk to you, Meg.
Of course. Yeah, each down, but I mean each game I've always played like it's gonna be my last. So my mentality has never been able to shift because that's how I've always played. If today ended and I had to walk away from football, where would I be? I'd know that I gave everything my all. So year 1 to year 15, same mentality. Each one of these hurts the most because it's the most glaring right now. We just got off the football field where I felt like had we been able to execute our game plan, we could have been in a better position. And at the same time, you look around and you say, hey, we were down however many points in the first 7 minutes. We have to be able to rely on our defense to get us back in the game. We didn't create a turnover till the second half. We have to be able to create turnovers. We have to, up until let's just call it the halftime. How many runs did they actually have? What did they run for? 15 yards?
Less.
Less than that.
We have to be able to control what we can control. If there's dropbacks there that we need to have more pressures on, leave it on D-line. We'll get better by next week.
Have to. There's no excuse.
Clarify something that you were talking about earlier with officials in practice. Were there officials in practice this week leading up to this game?
Indeed. At least in New Orleans. Yeah.
It was 8 yards. I was trying to look that up.
8. Got it. No. That's not something to hold your head on when, again, the score is not reflective of. But that's something that you say, hey, this is what the standard should be.
This is something you address. You mentioned the plane ride home. I mean, will you all actually, as leaders of the team, maybe even...
Have you ever known Double D to be quiet? Nah, I don't know if you know who I am. So, yeah. Of course. I mean, when you have a loss like this, and it's still early in the season, there's still 14 games left. There's enough time to say, hey, we understand that we've done some good things, shown some good things, but there's so much time right now to be like, hey, it may look like it, but this is imperative now. This is what we have to be able to turn towards. That starts with me talking D-line, Double D talking to linebackers, Jay Reed talking to DBs. If we have to address everybody, great. It's all right. Our DBs and our linebackers and our D-line have been able to have open line of communication since training camp. If they got something to say, it's always open door.
Cool. Hey, man.
Go
ahead, man.
No, you go first.
The most docile Cam Jordan interview I can remember. I mean,
it's depressing.
And like he said, man, D-line, linebacker, but my God, you limited team gains 8 yards rushing in the first half, and you were getting a break speed off your ass. That's an indictment against your lack of pass rush and your coverage on the back end. Because a pass rush and coverage goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
If you got good coverage on the back end, that forces the quarterback to hold the ball longer so the rush can get there. If you got a good initial rush, that forces the quarterback to get rid of the ball sooner than he wants to. But the Saints had none of that today. Go ahead, Zach.
Well, I wanted to give 2 updates that just came across or 3 updates just came across my phone. Then I'll get into that. One, Nick Bosa is getting tested on his knee.
Yeah.
Doesn't believe to be ACL, but they're going to be doing imaging today, so we'll see what results that is. Najee Harris is believed to have suffered a Achilles injury, so that's tough for him. And then CD Lamb apparently has escaped without a major injury. I didn't see the injury, but apparently he got hurt in this game. It seems to be something that's not serious, so that's good to hear. Yeah. But I mean, going back to the game, yeah, you're right, dude. Like I haven't seen Cam Jordan so like body language is everything, and shoulders forward, hands in the pocket. Head down the whole time he's doing the interview, and not even really wanting to even look at the reporters that are asking him questions. That's not Cam Jordan-esque. And it just shows the sign of embarrassment that's coming from him and how this team has played. Yes, they stopped and run, but he talks about pressure and that they got to leave it up to the line. And we talk about moments, like the NFL is filled with moments that change the trajectory of games. Right. We talk about this opening drive, play action, quick pass, 8-yard gain, carry, first down, and we move the ball upfield. We get into Seahawks territory just barely, I think around the 45, something like that. We get stuck in a 4th down and 2, and the play gets blown up, the design play. We have miscommunication between Spencer Rattler and Alvin Kamara, which I'll go back on the All-22 and try to get a better view at that. But I think I can already tell you what it is. It's that Rattler was expecting AK to keep going on his route, whereas AK was trying to fill up a hole, as what you're supposed to do. Like, you're supposed to just fill up the gap, especially on a broken play. Rattler throws it over the top, incomplete, turnovers on downs, and we go forward. Seattle goes ahead, gets stopped at the line, a gain of nothing. Then they go ahead. I think they get a handful of yards. It brings up a 3rd down and long or 2nd down long, whatever it may be. Breesy goes through the middle of the offensive line and doesn't convert on the sack.
Yeah.
And you talk about momentum changing things, especially for a team that is punching up, right? A team that is playing above what their pedigree is as a team. This isn't a good Saints team. We all know, we want to believe that it is, that we have the opportunities, that we have players that can outshine what is supposed to be this year. But once you get a sack where Breesy comes through, how many times through the last 3 years, Dolph, or 2 years and 3 games now, where Breesy has came through the middle and has not converted on sacks? And we talk about finishing plays. It's been way too many that he hasn't completed. He hasn't converted the sacks, right? And you talk about a sack on that play, it puts him at a punt. We get the ball right back, and the momentum's like right back in our side. But instead, we miss the sack. They find a scrambling Jackson Smith-Njigba, who gets a big first down near red zone territory. Then a couple plays later, we still hold them out defensively. Look good. Pass breakup, tackle for a short gain from Kenneth Walker. And then we bring up to a 3rd down, incomplete. Breesy headbutts the center. And now it's 1st and goal, and then it's just, we all knew the writing on the wall. It was going to be a touchdown for the Seattle Seahawks.
Right.
Then we come out, we get the ball back again, and we fail, and we punt the ball off. Well, we get bailed out a little bit, which we thought might have been the escape, because we got a little greedy going for it on 4th and 2, which all the announcers were saying. Shout out my guy Charles Davis. Charles Davis was in the booth today, which is pretty cool listening to him talk. Saying that we should have punted there. I actually wasn't mad at us going for it, because this is a game that we're supposed to lose. So I really wasn't mad at us going for it. We don't convert, but we get a false start, so it doesn't matter. I think we get saved because we weren't going to get the first down on the sneak. Punt the ball off, and then special teams let us down. They go ahead and let Torrey Holt create a Seattle Seahawks franchise record on longest punt return for a touchdown, 96 yards. And everything goes downhill. And there was no collected, like there was no regain of momentum for the Saints ever since that happened. Kellen Moore tried to play the game, and I could tell he was trying to coach the game as if, all right, guys, let's play it like it's 0-0, and that's why we kick the field goals, and that's why instead of going forward on the 4th and 4 of whatever it was, whenever we were at like the 36, whatever it may be, and we kicked the field goal, we made it. Why we didn't go for the touchdown when we were inside the red zone at the end of the half is because he's like, all right, let's play it like as if it is a 0-0 game, and that's his mentality. And I don't agree with the mentality. I understand what Moore's point was with that, but at the same point, you got to find something to switch everything. You got to find something to switch these guys on. They're young players and they need to feed off momentum. You got to go for it there. And if the touchdown then doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. The 3 points don't matter. But I'll tell you what does is if we would have got a touchdown, not saying that it would have changed the game, Dolph, because I don't think it would have. We still would have lost. But it would have gave a little bit of something to be like, okay, we just marched up the field 75 yards and we scored a touchdown with 5 seconds remaining. And now it's like, okay, well, look, at least we have that going for us. Instead of playing it safe with a field goal, just playing it like, oh, it's just a 0-0 game. I didn't like that. And that was probably the first time in Kellen Moore's career here with the Saints that I was just like, why? You know, why? It was disappointing. You started off aggressive, going forward on 4th and in 1s, 4th and 2s, and then one play to go inside the 6 or inside the 10-yard line. You don't take a shot at the end zone with 5 seconds left for what? That was depressing.
Yeah. We have, and I'm gonna take my fan suit and jersey off right now, and I'm gonna talk with a little bit of common sense. Less emotion anyway.
Yeah.
We have to remember, I have to remember, we have to remember we're also dealing with a first-year head coach. I'm gonna say again, head coach. It's a difference.
And a young one.
Yeah, and the youngest in the league. He is learning on the job just as the young quarterbacks are and the young players on his team are. Kellen Moore, I did not agree. Like you, I did not agree with kicking field goals. We were in a 21-0 hole. I believe, make it or not, I believe the Saints should have went for it. If you score a touchdown there, it's 21-7, as you say. That's momentum. That's momentum for your team. Who knows? Maybe a miracle, and they force a punt somehow,
or an interception, or a fumble. Yeah,
anything. I believe the field goal did nothing at all. I believe it was like you say. I believe in his head, he was like, "Hey, we down 21-0. I'm gonna play it like it's 0-0. We got it." His thinking, to me, I believe he was thinking, "Hey, we finally got something good going. We finally got a decent drive.
Some points.
Let's get some points." And I can kind of understand that, but to me, there are scenarios where there are scenarios where I believe you have to throw that out the window. Yeah. You have to, in other words, you have to read the moment, and I don't think that Kellen Moore right there read the moment correctly. To me, the right thing would have been make it or not. You're still down 21-0. So what? But if you don't make it, they still inside their 10-yard line. Okay, they got a long field to go. Again, field goal does absolutely nothing. I'm so sick.
I mean, they wouldn't even be able to drive. You run a play, the clock runs out. It goes to halftime, they get the ball back. It is what it is. But a touchdown brings momentum back. You you get a touchdown, you get a big play, a big catch by Olave or Jawan or something, or an AK run. I don't care what the play was.
Right. If you go in the locker room down 21-7, and you go in the locker room, man, we only down 2 scores. It's 21-7. And we ain't been playing good football. We just down 20. Well, hell, I'm being kind. It wasn't 21-7. Hell, it was what?
It was more than that. It was
yeah,
more than
yeah,
that.
yeah. But yeah. So what did they have 31 or 38 at the time?
I'll tell you. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. It was. Oh god, I gotta figure out how to work ESPN so I can see it. Yeah, just keep talking. I'll figure it out. Give me a second.
I got it. Hold on.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the score right. Let me see. Halftime, first quarter. So at halftime, it was 30, 38, 38 to
yeah, I was gonna say 20. I was like 21. I was like, there's no way. Yeah, okay.
So
38.
you had already kicked the field goal. So what's a field goal gonna do for you there, Kelly? Nothing. Go for it. You score, it's 38-10. Who knows? Maybe you come out and you hold them in the second. You hold them on the initial first possession of the second half.
That's what I couldn't work. What I couldn't work out with why the field goals are not at least attempt to go for it.
That to me, he played too conservative right there. You know, you got to read. You have to read the moment. The thing is, I got a young team. Listen, we down right now. It ain't been our day. So here's what we're going to do. We going for it. You know, let put all my chips in the middle of the table when we going for it. I have nothing to lose. Let it all ride.
Right. We got 150 chips versus 1,000. What do we got to lose?
Go all in. And we were screaming on the Hawks desk. We're screaming like, what the hell are you doing?
Hey, I want to say a big shout out to the Hawks Nest too, because I did watch their stream with Hoodie Jube the other day. Shout out Hoodie Jube, man, and shout out to the Hawks Nest. What's his name, Mac? I'm
Brandon
sorry,
Kane. Brandon Kane. He's just cracked 20K. Today.
Yeah, shout out to the Hawks Nest, Brandon Kane, 20K, man. But it was what I loved about that. I mean, just get a little bit off topic. Their community is amazing. Like they were going through. I've definitely seen other communities when they bring in other content creators from other teams. They're just dog walking them left and right. The community was very respectful and like very humbling, and like it was a great community. But
I love our 12s, and as the head mod, I jump, and Brandon does to an extent, was you don't have to like the team, but respect their fans. And that's what we always do. And as you saw, Zach, and Hoodie gave me a nice shout out too, which was sweet.
But you know, like I said, when we talk about this game, I mean, like there's so many bad parts of this game that is so frustrating, and it's like hard to point out any goods that have happened. And it had gotten extreme on the channel while we were doing the live stream, where I want to say the person's not here anymore. He came in a little bit earlier. I don't know if he's still here. You still here, Negative Nancy? Yeah, like there's people coming in saying how the only thing that's going to save the Saints is to relocate, fire the owner, relocate, get rid of this, get rid of that. We need to go to the UFL. We need to do this. We need to do that. And it was
I get that, Zach. We heard that after Russell. I'm just going to call him Russell Crowe. He wishes.
That's funny.
Russell Wilson left, and Pete Carroll left. Rebuild, sell, fire everyone. And it's like, really?
It was Vamoose. It was the
Vamoose. Yeah. He was talking crazy. And like I understand. Okay. I understand being frustrated about what's going on, and I'm frustrated too. I think the thing that frustrates me the most is that the first 2 weeks of the season we play against two very competent opponents, two opponents that were 2-0 up until this point. One of them had to lose, so they faced each other in the Cardinals and the Niners. And that game came down to the wire between those two. I'm not even sure. But we played competent football up until that point. San Fran won by 1. We played competent football up until, you're fine. We played competent football up until that point. And then it was like today when things got bad, we couldn't reel in. We couldn't reel it in. And what do you, Dolph, what is it that you look at whenever you watch a team get dismantled, get dismembered within the opening minutes? who is it that you look at? Are you looking at a mixture of both the players and the coaches, one individually? Like, because I was kind of lost for words for the game. I was just kind of sitting there going through the motions, just trying to embrace what was happening. That was some good moments, but realistically, everything was bad. And also, I'm going to go drop the link, and Dolph, if you can drop the link too, because I don't know why it's not letting me drop the link to all channels. So anyone that wants to come hop in and talk, go ahead. Oh, it shared it this time. Go ahead and join us and let us know what y'all's thoughts are for the game. Go ahead, Dolph. I'm sorry.
Repeat your question because I want to make sure I answer it right.
Yeah. I was all over the place. When a game like this where things are turned upside down so quickly, is there someone in particular that you can blame? Can you blame a player? Can you play the players, the coaches? Like, what is it that you feel like led to this just abysmal loss?
All of the above. Everything you mentioned. Everybody. Everything.
I don't think, is that from watching from the other side, I don't think you can just say it's one thing, the coaches, the players, it's this. It's watching both sides of this game, and we had it in week 1 where everyone wanted to burn it down, tear it up, start again. Yeah, pick a lane and stick to it, people. It's not one thing. I think it's a combination, and we had this a couple of years ago, as I said, when Russ and Pete left. You really need just to take it right back down to basics. Not look at firing anyone, although if that needs to happen, do it. And just say, right, where are we good? Not anywhere at the moment after this game. Where do we need to be good and plan for it?
I want to point something out. The press conference ended short as fuck.
Of course, because what are they going to say? We sucked. The end.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. All right. Hey, for everybody that's been waiting, Coach Rock.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
How are you?
Hey, dope.
Strangely silent at the moment.
What's up, dope?
Man, what the hell you want, man? Go ahead, man. Come on, bro. What's up, big brother? How you doing today, man?
I said hi to y'all, man. I missed y'all. How everybody doing?
Missed you.
Hey, I missed you too.
Fine.
Hey, wait, I saw you had a volleyball game the other day, man. How'd it go?
Yeah, we played a tournament up in Ruston. They won. They played 5 different teams. They beat 4. They lost to 1 team. So it was a good weekend, man. It was a good weekend for the Santa Monica volleyball team.
Right.
There we go.
Nice.
So now, what about the Saints? When we get back to the negative news, man.
Y'all ready for me to talk? We got enough time.
Yeah. We got enough time. Talk your shit,
baby. It's the kickback.
Talk your shit,
so,
baby.
So no, man. For real. The first thing is, it has to be a change at the regime. General manager has got to go, bro. To me, the evaluation of the talent is awful. I mean, this team, when you really look at this team, bro, let's say the last 3 draft classes, right? What person have they drafted and you saw from the year they drafted to now that's made a lot of progress for us on the team that you could say, okay, this is the next thing coming? Maybe we could say Alante Taylor. Who else?
I say Brian Bresee. I say Bresee.
I would say Bresee, but I would add Butts to it.
Besides your first round picks, picks you've been kind of hitting on, but after your first round picks, who really jumps out and say, okay, this is the next thing coming? You know, so I'm saying the evaluation of talent. Rattler sees the field slow for me, guys. I mean, his process of the field is
think?
Huh?
I say you think? Because I would disagree with that. But go ahead. I'll talk about it after.
I'm more of Chuck and just work on his mechanics. I think he gets the ball out a little quicker to me. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
I'm listening, brother.
And I think the line has a chance. It's a lot of moving parts, bro. There's a lot of moving parts with this team. But right now, I think the evaluation of the talent is really not good. And I think it just starts with the GM. They need a new leader from that spot with better ideas. And I saw where he went and hired what the guy from Atlanta, Demetrius, to be a consultant or something with him. And I'm like, of all people, you go get him, you know.
Right.
So I think
Atlanta, what did they done? What did they picked up? Yeah.
right. So I think it starts at the top, and I think just the core evaluating his talent, bro. Now the last two trades he made was good, getting Pope coming in, because I think they know they're gonna probably lose either Shaheed or Olave next year. So I thought making a trade for Pope was good.
They're gonna trade for Shaheed Olave before the trade ends. I think
Right.
that's what's gonna happen. Yeah.
I think the kid they got from Denver, the receiver, I think that was good. So the receivers they got in the trades, I think they're moving in a direction with the receiving core. I just think overall it's just the talent, bro. The evaluation of talent is really not that good on that team, and I've been saying that for the longest.
Yeah.
Well, after
go
you,
ahead,
Zach. I'll go out. No, I go after you, Zach. I'll go after you.
No. I was gonna read Pammy's comments. I'm shouting from the rooftops. There's horrible drafts that caught up to us, and yeah, I mean, Rock's complete correct that no one has stuck. Like I wouldn't say there's no one that has had impacts. I mean, like you talk about Brian Brees, I felt like who was a good impact, but how many times has he missed out on finishing plays? We saw that in the opening drive this week, and how many times have we said that throughout the whole entire season? Alontae Taylor shows flashes, but his consistency as a defensive player has not been good. We talk about Olave and Rashid, and like as much as I love those guys, they don't make plays when they matter most.
That was the one thing. Sorry to interrupt you, Zach. Yeah. Where was I seeing Olave? Was he playing? Because
Olave had 10 catches today.
Okay, so I must have been looking the other way.
Yeah, but they just weren't impactful. And then when we talk about Rattler, which I think is what Dolph's going to talk about too, so segue into it. It's Rattler. Rattler, I think, has made the right plays. You say that you feel like he's seen the field a little bit slower, like maybe upfield, and that's something that I'd have to go and study film in order to do, and I'm not. I'm not going to admit that I'm great at doing that, but I think he makes the right decisions on who to throw the ball to. He doesn't have his first read option. He goes to his second. He makes that play pretty quick. He got sacked, I think twice. And those was complete blow-ups by the offensive line when he did get sacked. For the most part, I thought he did a pretty decent job. But his ball placement is the thing that concerns me and has continued concerns me, because until he can get that narrowed down, then that's when we run into troubles. I mean, because we should have had a touchdown to Olave again. He threw the ball behind him. He threw it to his left shoulder instead of in front of him to the right. But I'm not saying that I think Shuck is the better option, because I think Shuck gets sacked a lot more. I think Shuck doesn't get the ball out as quick, and I think Shuck has troubles in that assets. He might have a little bit better ball placement, but I don't think his decisiveness is better. So that's why I disagree with you in that, Coach. Dolph, what would you have to say?
First, I'm gonna agree with Coach in the evaluation of talent. Everyone keeps saying Mickey Loomis. Jeff Ireland has to go. Jeff Ireland has been living off the 2017 draft.
We don't talk about him either. You're right.
For entirely too long. Jeff Ireland and that entire scouting department, they have failed this team.
Okay, Dolph, quick question for the Seahawks fan, the winner here. Who are you referring to?
Mickey Loomis and
I know who Mickey Loomis is.
Jeff Ireland. He's the assistant GM and he's the head of scouting.
Oh, okay.
Formerly GM, he was the former GM of the Miami Dolphins.
Yes, that's where I knew the name from.
Yeah.
So we'll bring you in a second, Clay Matthews.
So
go ahead, Duff.
Most definitely, they have failed this team badly when it comes to drafting and stocking the cabinet, and also, as Pammy has said and others have said, it has called up to us. We wanted to rebuild. The rebuild was needed, and unfortunately, days like today are what we're going to have to go through to get through to the other side. Is it pleasant? Hell no, it's not
Hell no,
pleasant.
ask the Seahawks.
Does it feel good? It does not feel good. But like Coach says, certain things are going to have to change, and it's going to have to start up top. It's going to have to start with management. There's got to be not just a shakeup. There has to be a major shakeup in management in the entire scouting department. Because plain and simple, they ain't getting the job done.
I agree.
Now I'm not gonna lie. I like this year's draft shows potential. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I like this year's draft class, but going off their track record the last several years, they get an F, man. I mean, and I might be being kind with an F.
I would have said D plus, but
that's being too kind. That's being too kind.
This is what scares me about when we say the rebuild. If I draft Zach this year coming out of LSU,
good luck with that. First draft ever.
Who?
Become better. So I'm looking to get better. But if I draft Zach and that give me nothing next year and the year after, I'm not even still stuck in the same mold when I'm in. So we're just wasting time and talent.
Coach, we've got the perfect example in Seattle. We drafted Jaden Milroe, and I threw shit at my tablet when we did that. But then I realized why we did it. Bench him behind Darnold and Locke. Let him play him occasionally. They played him today. He didn't F it up too badly. And then build, which is what we need a quarterback. So, yeah, I get. I'm being nice, and I would say, you're all saying F. I say a solid D minus, maybe a D plus for your draft. But yeah, and that's the thing. Seattle had this exact problem a couple of years ago when all our fan base, myself included, was saying after Russell, tear it down.
Yeah, and let me ask you this:
we had two good drafts.
Right, Dolph and Zach, when y'all get time somewhere down the line, look at the last 3 years of the draft and tell me who stuck around on that team, bro. Not your first rounders, but after your first round. Tell me how many players that they've drafted, say, the last 2 years that have stuck around on this roster outside of your first rounders.
Good point. Good point, Coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be interesting to hear.
But and then just going to
one
Spencer Rattler.
Sorry,
who's that? Who's that? Who's saying something?
One Saints fan has a question for you. How do you fix the uncertainty on special teams? We don't have to. Ours are good, but for you guys,
got to coach better, get better performance out the players. If they don't want to do, you bring people from the practice squad. If the practice squad not doing it, you go outside the building and bring in players who are hungry.
All right, special teams is a lot of effort. I mean, it's a lot of effort. I mean, you're talking about guys that were stars at their positions at whatever college they went to.
Yep.
And they're now playing on special teams. You got to go and play.
Yeah, you have to go and play. But that's the entire team. Again, the most frustrating thing with me today was, again, I picked us to lose. I didn't expect us to win. But to go out there and put this kind of performance out there and to put this on tape is an embarrassment. It is a shame. And all those should, and like Cam said, you can, Coach, when have you known Cam Jordan to be in a press conference, even after losses, and to be that dejected, that
upset,
that have no answer? Like, I don't know what the hell just happened. On look, he was almost about to snap on one of the reporters, like, you don't know Double D, and evidently you don't know me. So my thing is, I don't like the effort. It's like plain and simple. And I hope that family members of the current players see it. I hope the players see this. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all can say what you want, because the tape don't lie. Our eyes don't lie to us. A lot of y'all ass quit today. The Skull got 21-0. A lot of y'all quit, bro. Y'all getting paid thousands and millions of dollars, and your ass quit. You not only quit on yourself and your teammates, you quit on all the people who bust their ass to help you to get where you are. Yeah, you bust your ass, you the one go, but there are people who helped you get where you are. There are people who save up their hard-earned money to come see you play. There are people who have bought season tickets, brother. Do you understand? Some people don't even have enough food in their pantry to eat. A lot of you understand that because that's what you come from. But when you go out there and you put forth a performance like that, I will not sit here on this platform and not call out what I see. I keep it real. If it's true, it's true. If it's not, it's not. A lot of y'all quit. And I'm going to go through the film study. Coaches going to go through the film study. As y'all are on the plane now, your teammates and coaches are going through the film study. You already know who you are, the ones who quit. Effort. There's one thing you can't teach, coach. You can't teach effort and hustle. That's got to be in you. That has to be in you. I don't care if you're not the most athletic person in the world or the best at your position. But if you give me effort and you give me hustle, I'm fine with it. Give me your best. And damn it, not one of y'all today, including Alvin Kamara ass, including Cam Jordan ass, all of them. The entire. I don't think I got their best for them. This like Zach asked that question, it's not one person. We win as a team, we lose as a team. The whole damn team failed today. From administration down to the water boy, to the person who taped the ankle. Go ahead, Megan.
Dolph, if you had to pick one player that you now taken on board what you said, and I'm like, preach it, because I've been, I said that about the Seahawks for years. But if you had to pick one player, and it's hard being beaten this much, I know, that you thought did okay to reasonably well out of a loss that big on that team today against my Hawks, who are you picking as not the MVP, but the best on field, if you will?
Shit.
Is there someone you can pick? And there may not be. I'm just saying.
It'll come down to two people. One person, coach, evidently the disbelief is not the answer, but Spencer Rattler, again, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Spencer. Yep.
28, 39, 71 completion percentage, a QB rating of 83. And Pete Werner. Pete Werner had 13 total tackles. And let me finish, Zach, then you can go.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And again, I was listening and I was watching the game on my phone, but I was listening to the Seahawks radio broadcast.
Oh, you were listening to Rabel. You were listening to Lord Rabel.
And so what they said was, they were talking about the game, and they said, listen, the Saints are losing, and listen, Mike McDonald was a young coach. Coach Moore, he'll have better days, just not today. And they spoke about Spencer Rattler, and they said Spencer Rattler's a good young quarterback.
He is.
He's a good young quarterback. And to me, for the third straight week, I think he's making progress. His completion percentage got better. His QB rating percentage got better. So, Vamu says, did you watch the game? Yeah, I watched the game. Did you watch the game? Yeah, I watched the damn game. That's what I'm talking about, the game.
This for you, Dolph or Zach. I haven't really saw. I saw like skits of it. I haven't saw any three of the games. So what is going on? Why they not scoring points then? What is the thing?
It's a lot. It's not just the quarterback, coach. Come on, man.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I'm asking because I haven't really seen the game.
What I'm saying.
If I have to tell about why we're not scoring points, I mean it goes by drive, for me, and like a lot of people are gonna come at me for saying it, but I mean there are through these last 3 weeks there has been 3, maybe 4 touchdown drives. That's because of Rattler. And that's not me calling out Rattler, because I think Rattler's been doing a pretty good job, but it comes down to that. Now, as far as the deep drives and us getting these 3 and outs and stuff like that, first game, all coaching. 100% all coaching. I didn't understand the coaching in the first game at all. Like that confused the hell out of me. There was no play action. There was nothing like that. A very like confusing mixture of when they decide to run, when they decide to throw the ball. Today it was really hard to evaluate anything because the team just looked like shit. I mean, we did move the ball down quite a few times inside the red zone today without coming away with touchdowns. You know, like I don't think coaches are. I just don't agree. I missed the earlier part of the conversation. I'm assuming we were talking about Kellen Moore, where I don't think a lot of the blame is on Kellen Moore. I think that offense is finally clicking. I thought last game was the best coach game that Kellen Moore had. He definitely compared to week 1 and this week. But I definitely don't like how Kellen Moore just kind of gave up way early, even though it was we weren't coming back type of situation. But you don't want to see your head coach give up in a first half and play the way he did. And that was frustrating.
The first quarter of the first half, or the first 10 minutes, watching the game, as I did admittedly streaming, it was so quick. That first touchdown was like, I was sipping coffee and nearly spat the coffee. It's like Jesus. And
at some point too, we gave Dennis Allen a lot of crap for how he handled penalties that were called, like pre-snap penalties, and how man, Sean Payton wouldn't allow that to happen.
Excuse me, Vamoose, I actually did watch. I've said it now 4 times. I'm not sure if you're hard of hearing or choosing
don't worry about Vamoose, Beck.
I think Vamoose is just salty. Sorry,
but
Zach, sorry,
but when it comes down to penalties, at some point we got to get on top of these guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. Calvin Banks had really good games first 2 weeks. He was one of the higher rated left tackles in the NFL throughout the first 2 weeks. This week he came out and he had 3 almost back-to-back penalties, holding, false start. Things like that cannot happen. We're in a bad way. And like this is the first game this year that there is no positives that have came away from this game. I mean, there's not a single positive.
The only positive I can say is the quarterback didn't digress. Cam Jordan, Demario Davis, coach, listen to me when I say this. Cam Jordan and Demario Davis today are combined 4 tackles.
Wow.
I'm gonna say it again. Cam Jordan, 2 tackles. Demario Davis, 2 tackles. Both of them 1 damn tackle solo. It's time, bro. It's time to start seeing the youngsters. It's time to start seeing more substitutions.
If you remember what I told y'all earlier, I told you with both of them, because they've been such true Saints fans, you go to them and say, what team would you like to be traded to? And you try to accommodate them to at least get a chance to make a run at a Super Bowl, man. And as a GM, I will go to them because they deserve that and say, hey, this is 4 teams that we have that may be willing to give us great compensation for you all. Which one would you like to go to? And kind of have that conversation with them and just, move on now, man. Just move on, because
I think it's better. It's a beneficial of both of them. I don't think those players want to leave, but I think it's beneficial for both of us, even though we won't get much for either of them at this point in time. I mean, Demario might be able to get a 6th round, something like that, 7th round. But you're not going to get much off of them. But at some point, we do have to move forward. As much as I don't want to, and I'm a loyalist. I'm a loyalist type of fan, to where I'd rather them decide when they want to leave, because they've done a whole bunch for us, yada yada. Even though it hasn't been a Super Bowl, so it hasn't been that much. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it does suck. But I know Dolph has to say something, and I'm going to intervene. I may fuck this up, because I see Bruce say Alvin. That's what you were going.
That's where I'm going.
Because that has never been said. That has never been said.
Let me just say this, brother. Brother, we have allowed you in here. We letting you talk. And normally I'm docile, but right now I'm gonna just say it. You a fucking idiot, bro. I mean, I got the link in the chat. If you want to come on, there's the link, bro. Come on, bro. But You just in here just spilling shit just to spill it, bro.
You're reading those Facebook fucking bullshit Facebook posts right now by New Orleans Saints fan 34769 that says, "Oh, Alvin Kamara wants out." No, that never. You probably also believe the whole thing of all the players that have came out and said something about the passing of certain people that we're not going to get into because we ain't political on this channel. But they're all fake. None of these players have came out and said it. If they would have said it, best believe who would have said it? Ian Rappaport or somebody like that. Please shut the fuck up. For the love of God.
When it comes to that, bro, when it comes to that, bro, what you were saying, bro, you have no facts, you have no support in it. Who said it? What like you said, the Ian Rappaport said. You know what I'm saying? And for me, brother, I've got sources, legitimate sources, my brother, that I can find out that if that was so, I would have known. It is not so. Elvin has
one of them was commentating the game today.
Yeah, he was commentating that game today, that Seahawks Saints game. So my thing to you is, bro, it's okay to troll, bro. It's okay, because I personally don't think you're a Seahawks fan, and I don't think you're a Saints fan. I just think you're a motherfucker that's still staying with your mama in your mama damn basement. You're a fucking loser. You're a fucking jerk. That's what I think. Now kick his ass. Kick his ass out, man. Kick his ass out.
I don't mind the language, but do not sully the 12s with that moron.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
No worries. He's gone. He's gone. I ain't worried about it either, man. It's been all day, Van Moose. I appreciate you being here having a conversation, but you just been no, it's not a Seahawks fan.
No,
he's a Saints fan.
Right here. My friend on
that's Megan. That's Megan.
Sorry, Coach. Can't you tell us?
Hey, somebody's at your door. Go check it out. It's Devontae Adams. He about to come in. He's coming in soon too.
On the phone.
He's at your door. He's gonna be coming in soon to see you.
Look, I'm just glad Dolph finally said, because I really didn't want to with the Moosh guy. And like, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you clicking on the channel, doing all that stuff and commenting and all that things like that. But man, Dolph, I know. Well, Dolph, that's who I was trying to get you to come in for, because he was coming in here talking about, he's like, oh yeah, they need to go play in the UFL, they need to go play in the CFL, their whole team is shit, they ain't never been shit, they wasted Bree's career, they wasted every single offensive lineman career, they wasted Jimmy Graham's career, they wasted Reggie Bush's career, they ain't had no positive thing to say. That's why I'm just saying, you just say fake ass bandwagon bitch ass fan.
Not even a fan, man.
You a fan of your opinion. That's about it.
First of all, I ain't getting them my energy, man. You're fucking loser.
I agree.
Anyway, so
but to get back to that, bro, I think the biggest thing we have to look at this season, that draft class. Because like I said, moving forward, they got to hit on their drafts to rebuild, bro. Because if we drafting and these players not making a team, then we never gonna get to that rebuilding phase to become a contender, bro. Because we're gonna be constantly just looking at the draft every year. It don't work like that. You've got to hit on them draft classes piece by piece. Add 1 or 2 here out the draft class, 1 or 2 the next class, and keep building it, man. But if we keep just missing, we're gonna be stuck. That's why I say that.
Coach, I got you now. Here we go. You wanted the draft class 2023 glass.
Wait, let's pull it up. Can we put it on screen?
Yeah. I'm about to put it on screen. Right,
because I'm interested to see too, because I think Coach Rock is spot on. I mean, it's been a while since we hit. I mean, when's the last big draft class that we've had? What, 2017, 2016, whatever it was?
I think 2018 was it?
All right, here we go.
What you got?
This is the 2023 draft class. Brian Bresee still here. Isaiah Foskey, bust. Kendre Miller. Still on the team. Nick Saldiveri, bust. Jake Hayner, bust. Jordan Howden, serviceable. A.T. Perry, bust. So from that draft, you have Howden, Miller, and Bresee here.
And out of those 3, you got one guy that probably should start, but still hasn't lived up to the expectations. Right. You got Brian Bresee.
Now, what
Bromance.
about the 22,
and
dog?
then you got a Kendra Miller who has shown some sparks. And I said this game that I wanted to see him take over in the second half, that I didn't want to see AK touch the ball anymore. We saw a little bit of it, but it's trash time, so it's hard to judge. Yeah, bring us to 2022. And then Howden, I mean, Howden is just a replacement player. He's not someone that you want to start. It's just someone you got him in the back. It's like, all right, he comes in, you know, you're like, all right, whatever.
All right, hold on, let me go back.
What you go get? What's that? Oh.
Let's see. That's 2023.
You should be able to
You have to do it at the top, Dolph. Didn't it say next season at the top there?
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Previous season, maybe.
Oh,
no,
previous.
there
Let
it
me
is.
go back. Let me go back. Okay. 2020.
Oh,
There we go.
sorry, previous. You should be
Okay.
able
Thank you, man. Okay, so here we go. 20.
Olave.
Room for 6 full-size passions. A car that doesn't elevate everyone's experience.
Oh,
Damn, bro.
That one. You got your pop-up throwing,
What
Dolph.
ad is playing?
what the hell am we playing, man? All right, so 2022. Here we go.
You got
Chris
Olave.
Olave,
Mhm.
Trevor Penny, Alontae Taylor.
Let's evaluate a little bit. All right,
Olave,
Olave,
okay.
11 pick. Is he? It's about that time. I've been having this conversation for a while, and I've been going back and forth. Is Olave a number 1 wide receiver?
No.
Okay. All right. So you picked a glorified wide receiver 2. Trevor Penning, bust. As of right now, we'll see. We'll see because we haven't seen him this year. But
Now,
Is
didn't
Penning
you
still- hang on,
didn't
Zach,
you
is
give up
Penning-
something to move up
Yeah.
to get Penny?
Yeah.
Is
We
Penny
did.
still on your team?
Okay.
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
injured. He's injured. He should
Yeah.
be back next week, I think, is the plan, because he could have played this week, so he probably play next week.
Oh, so
Who's the name from
what
out the
I'm asking,
Penning?
hang on. What I'm asking is, he's still on your
Alontae.
team, but injured. Olave and Penning is
You got
Olave
he
is
said the
still.
bird is still out on him.
Alontae,
Okay.
DeMarco Jackson, we finally got
Gone.
rid of him.
He's gone.
Jordan
Jackson.
Jackson from Air Force, we got rid of him his rookie year. So you
Let's
got
go to
3
21.
still on the team. All right, let's go to
You know what
21.
I'm saying? Nothing. You got nothing out there.
All right, let's go to 21.
Nothing off that.
2021 season. Here we go. What we got here?
Oh, Lord. Don't pull that up.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go.
We got
Peyton Turner, Pete Werner,
Nothing.
Austin
Got
Adebo,
one. Gone.
Quan Baker gone, Ian Book bust, Landon Young
Bust.
bust.
See what I'm saying,
6
bro?
rounds.
That's 3 years
You
of
got
setback.
2.
That's
Nah,
three.
you
That's
got
3
2. You got
years
2.
of what? 2 players that you
Right.
want on your team. Olave.
Adebo,
And-
coach, now is in with the Giants.
Yeah.
All right,
That's what I'm
let's do it.
saying.
All right, let's go to 20 then. Yeah, we're going back. Let's go back. Let's go to 20. Here we go.
No.
Cedar
No.
Reed.
Oh.
It's the COVID
Skip
year.
it.
Zach Bond,
Skip
Adam
it.
Troutman,
Skip it.
Tommy Stevenson.
Oh, bust year, right there.
So you guys
Very
see
good,
what I'm
brothers.
saying, bro?
Yeah,
There's
I
no
see
reason
exactly what you're
because
saying.
You missing. This what 4 years and it's nothing.
All right.
Can I just say one thing, boys? Your recent drafts make the Seahawks look like freaking geniuses. Just saying.
That's 20.
Seriously,
That's good. Hey,
John
let's go to
Schneider is a
19.
fucking legend compared to you guys. I'm just saying.
Here's 19. 19 was Eric McCall.
Yanni,
Asa.
Yanni, give me a thumbs up when you're good to come in.
Who else you got, dog? Eric
You got
McCoy.
Caden Ellis. Caden Ellis.
Gone.
He's with the Falcons.
Gone.
Ellis was a good pick, but he's gone.
He's gone. CJ Gordon Johnson, we know he's gone.
Gone.
Eric McCoy, Saquon Hampton, Alizé Mack with the 6 and 7
I
round.
don't know half the names on these
So
lists.
we've gone what 5 years, 6 years back.
Wait,
And there's-
four players ish, and like none of them have been staples.
And
Maybe
went with
11.
19, so 20, so 19 we will say Eric McCoy definitely. Okay, that's 19. So Eric McCoy. Let's go to 2020. Staple player from the 2020 draft. You got to
Zero.
Say, you got to say Caesar. He's still on the team.
No. You can't because he shouldn't be there.
he shouldn't be there.
All right.
So you
Let's
got
go.
nothing.
Let's go 21. 21.
Dolph,
One.
Dolph, time
Pete
out.
Werner.
Time out, Dolph. Your drafts made John Schneider, our GM, look like a fucking genius. like looking at these compared to ours.
Time out.
Ours have not been great, but this is making us look like geniuses.
I want to put up Mozzie's comment here. No way Ball was a Saint. Yeah, because because he was a blitzing linebacker, and guess what? We never did. We never had him blitz.
Never had a blitz.
They draft him out of college to rush the passer, and they tried to make him something he wasn't. So
yeah, try to make him play coverage. So we got two. We're coming into 2021 now.
And listen, but P. Werner and the Debo from this class. Okay,
I'll take those. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you take those.
So 4.
Okay. All right. Let's go to
22. So
he's gone, but like we got something for him. But
yeah, he still was a player though. All right, Chris. We just talked about this. Chris Olave, Alontae Taylor, Trevor Penny still on the team right now.
And like that's
who's
7.
Really,
that's
who's
7
really
now.
An impact player out these 3. None.
That's what I'm saying. Like none. Yeah.
None. Okay. All right. Now let's go to line. Let's go to 2023. 2023. Here we go. Again, Brian Bresee. Nope, not impact. Not a stone to cone yet. Isaiah Foskey, straight up bust. Kendre Miller is either now or never. Nick Saldivari bust. Jake Hayner bust. Jordan Howard, unexpected contributor. Okay. A.T. Perry bust. Gone. Okay. Now
that's what I'm saying.
2024. Last year's draft. Ty Leasy. All right. Maybe. Kool-Aid. After the day, damn it, I don't know.
After this season.
Spencer Rattler.
Who knows?
All right. Jalen Ford, Christian Boyd. All these kids, and Bud Means, of course, it hurt, but all of them are still on the team.
Right. We got to still wait to see what happens with them.
Yeah. So we got to wait with all
give them a chance, though.
Yeah. We got to give them a chance.
We went all the way back to 2019, if I heard you right, and look what they got out of this, bro. Nothing.
Since nothing, outside of the last 2 years draft, we've had 2 players that have actually been real impacts on the team, and the other guys were in all the rest that are still on the team. We're hoping that they do something, or they've been traded away.
That's what I said. Your drafts make ours look like genius level moves. I'm sorry to say it, but
all right. Hey, we got a new person coming in. Yanni Sports Pod is coming in.
I think that's what's your channel, Yanni? I know who you are. What's your channel?
Yanni Sports Podcast.
Yanni Sports Podcast. What's up, man?
Good to meet you. Good to meet you.
How about y'all?
Man, come on.
Loving a win.
Just Blaze?
Yeah, I was about to say this is Blaze, right? Yeah, this is Blaze.
What's up, Blaze?
Great to see you, dude.
Love you too.
Doing good, Blaze. Talk to us, baby. Talk to us.
Okay. First off, the offense can't do anything. They should put Tyler Cook in the second half. But because if Tyler Cook
he talking like a thing. He confused.
Did you hear me?
I think most fans are today. Sorry. I'm just going to mute myself, Dolph, so I don't embarrass the 12.
He's not like he on the offensive line. He confused.
Blaze, don't let Coach mess with you, man. Say she was.
Sound like Ruiz. He confused. He on who to pick up right now.
They should put Tyler Cook in like in the second half because I know he could do good or what.
He better go to all the boys. Check out that shit.
But
he better go. You might need to call audible, huh? Omaha.
Hey, Blaze, go back.
He might need to call Omaha.
Oh, man. Go ahead, Blaze.
I don't know what's going on with the defense.
Blaze, none of us know what's going on with them after the day, bro. They just look, they got everybody confused since everything. Man, we got Hurricane Mike joining us too. What's going on, Hurricane?
What's up, Hurricane Mike?
Good to see you, bro.
What's good, bro? Man, I just want to say this first of all. Y'all kicked our you-know-whats today. So, yeah, y'all deserve to win. Look, I got no excuses, man. Look, y'all are the better team. Y'all deserve to win.
Thanks, Mike.
Look, I'm a guy where I will admit if a team was better. And look, the Saints, they had no business even on the same field as the Seahawks today. But I just want to say this. I just want to say this to Phil Galliano. And if y'all don't know him, he's the special teams coordinator. I know this is your first season as special teams coordinator. I hope you don't get too comfortable with that position. Because good God Almighty, when this man your punting team gives up a 95-yard punt return touchdown. Like, how does that even happen? Second, you get your punt blocked. It's like I'm looking at the screen and I'm like, this man can't be serious. Our special teams gave up essentially 2 touchdowns because if you think about it, that blocked punt really is the what? Okay, Moss. I don't know what.
Hang on, Zach. Sorry to interrupt. Mike. Is anybody else having trouble hearing Mike when he's moving in his chair? He's in and out, or is that just me?
Yeah. Your mic is going in and out a little bit, Mike.
Sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to interrupt your flow, but I was just
starting to sound like me, Mike.
You need to call that audible.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just was trying to listen and.
No, you're good. Make sure you got the right mic connected. Mike. Whenever you would like face and turn, it would pick up something else.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing.
So yeah, go to your settings and make sure it all looks good. From what Coach Rock was saying, yes, that's much better now. Yeah,
that's much better, Mike. Yes.
Well, anyways, like I was saying,
yeah, that's better. Thanks, Mike. Sorry.
Yeah, you're welcome. But like I was saying, the special teams costed us 2 touchdowns because, like, you gave the ball to the Seahawks in the red zone, and it's like this game. I can't really blame anybody. It was a team effort on. Look, just like sometimes it's team efforts on how you win. Well, today it was a team effort on how we lost, man. Like, when you give up 40 points, you're not going to win too many games by doing that. You're not going to – like, when your offense can only score garbage time points, when you are missing field goals, when your defense can't guard a parked car with no wheels, you're not going to win too many games, okay? Like, I understand this is a rebuild year. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. I understand we're going through growing pains and whatnot. But we should not be getting blown out 44-13. No offense, Megan, but the Seahawks aren't the best team of all time, but yet we made them look like that. It's like, bro, we made the Seahawks look like they were just back-to-back Super Bowl champs or something. Like they were scoring every play. It felt like every single play, someone was open. Every single play, our offensive line crumbled. Every single play, like Rattler, he was fine today. Like, could he have done better? Sure, but the whole team could have done better. Like, there's nothing, and I repeat, there's nothing Rattler could have done today, which would have prevented us from getting our behinds whooped like we just did like a couple hours ago. Like that was
so that'll lead me to a question I want to ask Coach Rock. Coach, so I mean we're talking about Spencer Rattler right now, 0-3. He lost however many games last season or whatever, and you've talked about seeing what we have in Tyler Shuck. I mean, what is your thoughts going forward? Like, how many more games would you like to see Rattler play before we just say, like, he may just not be it? And that's not saying that Rattler is a bad quarterback, but it just may be that he's not it, the one that can be our next franchise guy. At what point do we give Shuck a look and see if he's him? And if he isn't, we move forward. Like what do we do? Especially now, we're looking bad enough to where we're probably going to get a, top 5 pick.
I mean, to me, that kind of depends on the coach, Zach. If he feels like Spencer is his kid, he gonna ride him all the way through the season, and just try to, rebuild it and keep adding pieces, draft free agents, or it becomes to in a locker room where the players, we don't know the locker room is. If the players are comfortable around, or some may want to see Shuck. If there's any dialogue in the locker room between the players, say, hey, let's give Shuck a look. So I mean, it's a lot of moving pieces on that.
There ain't no dialogue
No,
in the locker room.
no, you don't know that, Brandon. I'm not saying that there's nothing going on, but you don't know what. After a while, there becomes dialogue in the locker room, bro. Don't say it's not. And I'm not saying to where a point where they're turning on Spencer Rattler, but then some say, hey, maybe we need to, look at other people or something. It might be play around him, but there's always dialogue in the locker room.
So this is kind of where I'm at, because I don't think Rattler has played bad in these first 3 games. I don't think he's played exceptional. I think he's made his mistakes, but I think he's been average, and I think if with some help from the team that he could have won some of these games. And this is we all have to realize this is a very tough opening 4-game stretch for the New Orleans Saints. This is we're facing up against if not the best, the second best division in the NFC that we had 3 straight games against. And then we go and play the best team in the AFC, or arguably the best team in the AFC next week. But at some point, if we don't get a win, you eventually want to see I don't know.
What makes it so hard, Zach, is going back to the draft, bro. It's like,
I agree.
Look at the receiving. We don't know who's there week to week. They go get players sometimes, bring the practice squad. They picking up people. It's never been any consistency. We went back to 2020 to say this is what we have, and we keep building. It's like they stuck on they draft talent has been kind of awful.
We're in a void where it's like we go and draft these guys, they don't show up, and then we push forward, and then what is the one thing we blame? Like, what are the 2 things we blame whenever a team is unsuccessful, right? What are the 2 things? It is coaching and it is quarterback. That are the 2 things we blame, and even though it is deeper than that, but as a fan base, that's what we go to. We go to quarterback can't win games when they should. So like when we lose to Arizona Cardinals, we look back at coaching faults, because there was a lot of coaching faults in that game, the opening week. Then when we go back to the Niners game and we go look at by the time this season ends, we're gonna look back and say, oh, you know what really cost us that game? That pass to Olave that was a little bit behind. Not just
that, Zach. If another thing I want you and Dolph to look at, what free agent have the Saints went out and grabbed that has came in and made an impact on this team?
Oh, Coach, I love that, because why did we give up trade value if we aren't going to use them? Vele's gotten 3 passes. Palmer hasn't seen the field yet. And we know Polk isn't going to see the field until like week 9 or something like that. It's something crazy. So why do we go and make these moves if we're not going to see what they have to offer? I agree 100%. I am going to have to go walk Scott out, because Scott has to make her drive. Yeah, I know that.
And that's
go ahead. I'll be right back, guys.
Gotcha.
That's a good point, because if you're going to give up the capital, we gave up a 1st-round pick that we hadn't had in years to get, I think it was Leonard Williams. I can't remember. And I was so pissed off. Now, turns out Williams isn't too bad. But that's a case of getting a return for what you give up. How many teams, for how many players, have given up huge draft picks or capital?
I'm just talking about like the draft pick. Dolph, you answer this question. You signed Brandon Cooks and all. Are you happy with Brandon Cooks, dog?
I wasn't happy when they signed him, though.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. What's the cornerback? Yodem?
Yadam.
Is that what I'm saying that? Yeah. What about him?
Nope.
That's what I'm saying. The free agents they signed are not even coming back in making impacts, man. It's like I don't know.
Well,
are they targeting the wrong people, Coach, or
it all goes back to the GM, the scouting department, the GM. I mean, these are people that they're supposed to be evaluating to give the grade to say, hey, this is a player supposed to come in and make an impact to help my team out, and they're not coming in making no type of impact.
No, but what I mean is when they you look at their combine and you look at the tape and you look at all of that, but when they see them in person, are they seeing what they want to see, or are they just so keen on whoever it is that no matter what, they want Mike as their player, just using you as an example, Mike.
And that's a good question. That's a good question. I can't answer. That's a good question. I can't answer because just like Jawan Johnson, they re-signed him, and I thought they should have moved on from him, but they brought him back. So
I guess you don't know what's in the mind of the scouts and evaluators, but yeah, it's something I've always wondered. What are you saying that I'm not that makes you high on this guy, and then why are you so surprised when they fail? I guess, but DOLPH,
and like I said, when you get a chance, look that up, dog. What's the last impact free agent the Saints have gotten all season that came in and really made an impact with this team?
He in penitentiary.
You stupid boy. You stupid.
He's in penitentiary. He's locked up now.
Who is that?
Excuse me for a moment, Coach.
Go ahead. Megan.
I have to drop and go and gloat with some other Seahawks.
Okay.
Okay,
Megan.
Right.
Thank you, darling.
Hey, man. Nice talking to you.
You too, Coach. Nice to see you, Mike. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. But yeah, I need to go and gloat.
Go gloat.
Actually,
congratulations.
I'm actually going to get
Hurricane Mike on?
Yeah, Hurricane Mike on.
Mike, can you answer that? What's the last free agent that made an impact that the Saints have brought in?
To my mind, if I had to just think from the top of my head, let me think. 2020.
Darren
maybe Chase Young. You're just looking at the pressures. Maybe Chase Young, but he hasn't really been like what we wanted him to be.
Darren Shaw, bro.
Wow, that far back.
I tell you, in the penitentiary, Darren Shaw.
Wow, and that's what I'm saying. And all that is
major
building your franchise, bro. All this plays a part in building your franchise. And that's what I was telling you a couple of years ago, bro. I didn't, and I still don't see where this team has the talent, dog. And I keep saying that. And we look at the draft, we just look at the draft, and you went all the way back to Shelper, bro. That's what, 10 years, 11 years ago? Shit. How long that's been?
9, 19, about 15 years ago now.
That's what I'm saying. And that is what pushed your team
No,
in the place.
No. I'm tripping.
Well, you can say DeMario Davis.
There you go, DeMario. Yeah.
DeMario Davis.
Definitely DeMario Davis.
DeMario Davis. That was about 15, 16.
Oh, what about what would you say about Tyron? No,
that's what I was thinking. Maybe Tyron Matthew, but
maybe you could say Tyron. Okay.
That
but that's it.
That's it. No one on offense.
That's what I'm saying.
Offensive free agent that's come and made a big impact.
We've signed solid depth guys over the years, but like nobody that really stuck out.
Yeah, but
nobody that comes in, bro.
Yeah, I definitely have to say DeMario, man.
And that's what I'm saying. The two key elements to rebuilding your franchise is through your draft and free agency. And right now they're sitting on an F grade.
F minus.
Nah, not Larry Warford, man. He had one good season.
No, ain't, bro. Mickey Loomis is probably one of the worst drafters I've ever seen in my life.
That's what I'm saying, and that's part of putting your team.
But when you put trust in people that you put in position, like Jeff Allen, but you have to realize. I mean, if we're sitting here and realizing this, there's no way people that get paid for a living and who do this for a living every day, they don't notice this. right now it's like they are unable to correct the wrong. It's just that simple. I kind of feel like this year's draft class has an opportunity to correct that wrong. And again,
but I'll tell you why, though.
the hell.
I'll tell you why it's not being corrected. You have an owner that knows nothing about football. That I don't think she has.
Yeah.
I don't think she has anybody in her ear to teach her football. And the Superdome is selling tickets, and she's making her money, and that's it, bro. And she has nobody to tell her, hey, it's time for a change. Is tickets still selling? The hot dogs still buying, the popcorn, the liquor, they're still packing the dome. And there's nobody that she can go to with football knowledge to tell her any better. So this is what it is now.
They're not packing the dome. I mean, if you count the road fans, yeah, they're packing the dome. Yeah, man, it's just like, but I'm gonna kind of semi-disagree because when it was evident that the continued services of Dennis Allen was hurting his franchise and most importantly hurting it financially, she heard the voice of who that nation and she had to step in, and that's the problem. She had to step in to get rid of him, and yet your GM comes right on the next day and literally says he disagreed with letting the man go in defiance, man. And so, I mean, like you said, it's a disconnect, man. And then you look at, I mean, you're right, Kenny. The Pelicans bad too, man.
Yeah.
You know, Dumas, who was in their ear for that decision. Now, Dumas, I believe Joe Dumas, as far as Pelican goes, I believe he's a competent GM. He's damn sure better than what they had in David Griffin, because these wonderful people and great human beings. And I don't even want to get into that, but
but the thing moving forward, we've got to see what, since this his first year as coach, we've got to see what this draft class keeps and what moving forward next year's draft, because we've just totally missed on the free agents, we missed on the draft classes, so we've got to see what this is his first class. So we've got to wait and see who sticks around, if anybody starts making an impact, and see where it goes, man. But we went back and we looked at 5 years of just wasted drafts.
Wasted. I mean, unproductive drafts, man.
The 2017 draft was probably the luckiest draft in Loomis's history. Other than that, that's the only thing he's had on.
But look at the 2018 draft though. So 2017, you go 2018, you go to this. You go to this. This is the 2018 draft. That was the 2018 draft. Davenport, my cousin Traquan was legit. Best player on this list was Traquan Smith.
Nah.
Traquan better than Will Clapp, bro.
Nah.
Hands down. Y'all can hate on Traquan all y'all want. He was better than Will Clapp.
I know. I think we gave Traquan Smith a little bit too much hate. Now that I think about it, Traquan was a solid draft for us.
But you know what would be fun to do one day? Look at those picks from round 2 all the way down, what number they picked at, and look at what players were on the board at that time compared to who they picked to compare to who was on the board. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, like I remember there was one year where we could have had like Marlon Humphrey or Jair, and we freaking drafted somebody else. I forgot who it was.
Right.
Or was that the year we didn't have a pick? I don't know.
Well, look, man, listen, this been the Kickback. What's up, Trey? Trey, big bro, who that family? I didn't see the game, but I saw it on. Man, listen, the score you saw it was even worse watching it, bro.
Like nobody, not a single player did good today.
It was even worse watching it, bro. So Megan asked me something. If I could pick players from the day, shit, it'll be Rattler and Pete Werner, man. Pete Werner, 13 tackles, 7 solo today. Cam Jones and DeMario Davis. It combined 4 tackles.
You know what I think player of the game was today, though? The game clock for finally ending.
That's bad. That's bad.
I agree with
Mike
you.
said the game clock. That's bad.
Game clock
clock,
was the winner of the game for finally hitting 0.
The game
That's
clock,
bad.
yeah. I
That's
wish
bad.
the damn game clock was because that was horrible, man. And like Zach said, they had an extremely short press conference today. Listen, let's get on the plane. It's one game. It's over with. L's a L, a W's a W. But goddamn, it looked horrible today, man. It just looked horrible. Just self-inflicted wounds all over the place. Lack of energy, lack of effort, lack of determination, lack of pride, man. So listen, family, that's gonna do it for this week's edition of the Kickback. It's your boy DOLPH Jackson. Shout out to my brother Zach from RFL Saints, my brother Hurricane Mike, and of course my co-host of the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast, the one and only legendary Coach Rock, man. Thank you all for joining us. We'll be back next week as the Saints fall to 0-4 as they take on the Buffalo Bills.
The Bills going to drop 80 points on us.
So, but listen, hell, Cleveland beat Green Bay this week, so I guess anything possible. But
anything possible.
Anything possible, man. And listen, speaking of NFL before we get out of here, man. Coach, let's just speak about some of these games today, Coach. Come on, man.
30-0.
You had, first of all, I know we got our ass whooped today. I know it. But damn it, we at least go 13.
Dude, at least we scored something.
They were riding so high after Monday night. Oh, they were doing their shows. They were talking about it's finally coming into fruition. The blueprint is coming into fruition. This is what we saw when we drafted Pierce Jr. and so. This is why we went and got Michael Penix and everything. And lo and behold, they go to Carolina today.
What a donut.
Cowboy.
Get absolutely shellacked. Shout out. They got the best running back, second best running back in the National Football League. Couldn't score. They arguably scoring the Cowboy. Got one of the top 5 wide receivers in all the NFL. Couldn't score. According to them, they got one of the best offensive lines in the National Football League and secondaries in the National Football League, but couldn't score. I told you. I know we're going to suck this year. But no matter how bad our day is, I feel a little better. I spruce up more. My day and my week's going to be better because I don't have to listen to that rise up foolishness because they're the bad.
Sorry,
I ain't got to hear Big Low emergency podcast about this ass whooping y'all got today. Let me see an emergency podcast on that.
We can all make our days better.
They got their ass whooped 30-0.
Gotta check on Cowboy, man. I'm gonna have to call him.
Yeah, I'm about to say I haven't talked to Cowboy yet. Can we get Cowboy on the phone, Dolph?
Hold on. We called the Cowboy on the phone.
I was talking to Cowboy literally like 20 minutes ago.
But while he's doing that, Zach, I was talking about the last free agent impact the Saints even had, man. Who was the last free agent the Saints brought in that didn't even have an impact?
Here we go.
Look, I don't know if I can answer that.
Hold on, y'all. We got my brother. Cowboy, what's up, baby?
Let him know he's live.
Hey, Cowboy, you live, baby. You live on the air, baby. Yeah, baby, you live on the air. Hey, hit the link. Hit the link and come in.
Okay.
Give me a second. All right, listen, if you're driving, you can talk. It's better. Either one. Which one better? I think on the phone better, or you want to hit the link?
Well, I ain't no choice but to do it driving. I'm actually just left the house.
All right, man. I was calling on you.
Tell him to hop in when he gets home. He says he's on his way to the house.
Hey,
yeah, tell him don't go stand by no bridge. Don't you go stand by no bridge or nothing.
Give me a minute. Okay.
Don't let him go stand by no bridge or nothing.
Well, I was gonna end the show, but my brother Cowboy gonna be coming in, and we gonna talk, man. We gonna talk to my brother.
Yeah, we'll chill for a little bit, man. But Coach Rock, from what you said, man, like as far as I mean, impact free agent.
The
Players.
last one they brought back was
what was the
Demario
last
Davis.
one? Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Davis.
Demario Davis. Yeah.
That's it.
Look, we and that's where the issue comes in with GM, bro. Like, look, you know what? I'll say this, right? Mickey, I'm grateful for the time that you had when the Saints were good. But at some point in time, it is time to move the fuck on. And I don't give a fuck what you got going on as far as your commitments to the will or any of that bullshit. It's time to move on. And this is where the conversations came in where we were talking about the issues with Gail Benson as the new owner and how she needs to be gone. Now, before I sidetrack, she's got to go ahead and make the difficult decisions. And at this point, you got to go ahead and let go of your friend because you're ruining the team by not getting rid of your friend. Y'all looking at the side. What's happening in this game? What's going on?
I'm just watching the Chiefs trying to avoid joining the Saints at 0-3.
Yeah, I see that too. But so I had a couple people that's been a hot debate too, and like maybe that's something we should probably do a side video on like Gail Benson. Like what is y'all Dolph, I'll go to you first, man. What's your thoughts on like Gail Benson as an owner?
We were just talking about that.
Oh, y'all were? Okay, I'm sorry. I missed a lot of it. Give me a quick rundown.
My thing was she doesn't have anybody in her ear that's football savvy.
Yes.
And she doesn't know what to really do. I know Dawg mentioned about, she had to make the thing with the coach Priest, but I don't really think there's nobody that can relate football to her, man. And she kind of relies on the one person that she needs to get rid of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make it loom.
I agree. That because that was like my whole thing because it I guess it depends on what you think of as an owner. Because there's a lot of owners out there in the league, and there's a lot of owners that look at their teams that they own as a tax write-off, as just someone they just hire people to go handle the bill. The one thing that I've seen from it, why I've been more of an advocate for Ms. Gail Benson is that she's actually improved a lot of the things of the fan experience in the Superdome. She was the lead in reconstructing the inside. If y'all haven't been to the Dome in a while, it looks completely different from what it looked like. I went to a game in 20. I had to skip a year, obviously the COVID year and the year prior. I had to skip both those years. I went to a game in 2021 or 2022, whatever year it was, and it's like it was a brand new stadium. Yeah, I know you laughing. I know.
I'm laughing at Russell Wilson. My bad.
Okay. But but like those things, like it looked really good, like from the owner side of things, as far as like how to distribute the money, as far as making the team more valuable in that accent, as far as like how the viewing experience was. I felt like that was really good. Inside the Dome is really good. They changed the way tickets are done. You no longer scan your tickets at the entrance of the Dome. Now you scan it as you get into like Champion Square and go up the ramp. So when you go in, you can go in the Dome, out the Dome. You can go out the Champion Square. It's fun. They got your sales. You got your beer. You can go do all that stuff. You check in and you're fine. I think that's all great. They're working on doing upgrades for the Pelican Stadium. I think next year, I think it is the plan for that. They're holding the Saints in they just re-signed a contract. They're working on another negotiation contract for the Pelicans, which, if you think the team should leave, well, then fuck you is how I feel. But they're trying to keep the teams in the state, in Louisiana, in New Orleans. And I think those things are good. But as far as operating a football team, she has no fucking clue. But her involvement, I think, is good. Bro, I see her whenever I go to Pelicans games. I see her at Pelicans games. She's at most Pelicans games. I'm assuming she's also at most Saints games too. She's there. She's an active, involved person, but she just doesn't understand the game. And like you said, Coach, the person that she's relying on to make the hard choices is the person that needs to go.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say that she has remained loyal to Mickey Loomis because of a promise she made to her late husband, Tom Benson, I believe. Reports are that I believe Mickey even has
would Tom
portion
Benson deal with
of
this?
ownership. We all know
No.
Tom. We know Tom. Tom. First of all, Tom would have been got rid of Dennis Allen ass. Tom. First of all, him and Sean. Listen. Tom would have been able to see that. Look, bro. Your heart not into this. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be here. Cool. You gone. We could just separate. Tom Benson was not one to hold his tongue when it came to that. I believe that Miss Benson is a good owner. She's a involved owner, but not involved owner, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I agree.
She's not the type of owner that's out in front, looking for press clippings. She's the type of business person that believes that the people that she has hired, she wants to allow those. She believes in them and wants to allow those people to accomplish and do their job, a job that they have proven in the past that they were capable of doing. But also, a good leader also has to recognize when there is time to step back and evaluate those same people and realize they're not doing the same top level job that they once did. In fact, they are lacking in some areas now. So, like Coach said, it's about having the right people in her ear. And listen, Miss Benson hasn't been owning this team all this time to not have gained some knowledge about football.
No, she knows.
She knows football.
I disagree. I don't really think she do. And I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
She got Loomis. Loomis hired Allen, right, as his assistant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they bring somebody in under Allen as another consultant. Now they got what is his name, Demetrius in as another. Damn, how many consultants you need?
Right.
How many consultants do you need?
She obviously doesn't trust her higher up consultant. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm with you 100%.
They got about
Coach.
4 consultants with him. Well, damn. Well, how many do you need?
They were trying to bring in your boy. They got fired from Oakland. Gruden as a consultant. They were trying to do all. They were trying to do all this. They were trying to do. They were trying to do all that work. And none of that shit worked. And none of that shit happened. None of that shit came into fruition. Like at some point, you got to go ahead and just say, like, look, and I mean, I ain't one to say I understand how business goes. We all do. We've been in the job field. We know how that shit goes. You got your loved ones. You make sure they do good. When you've been around in an organization for so long, regardless of how rich or whatever they are. You know, like it's like, oh man, like your family, like you're invited to Thanksgiving, you invited to New Year's, you know, you texted them at 12:01 a.m. on New Year's saying, I hope you have a great year this year. And I know it's hard, but that's why you're the owner. And that's where she falls short. That's, you know, you're the owner. And at some point you got to say, look, Mickey, I appreciate everything you've done for this organization. You were part of this system when we won a Super Bowl, something that we never thought would be possible in New Orleans. You brought us to being a top 5 team for X amount of consecutive years, most winningest team, X amount of consecutive years. But right now you have fallen behind, whether it's because of complacency, whether it's because you've lost your shit and you just ain't got it no more. You ain't got your evaluation qualities of the progression of the NFL and how things have changed. You got to move on.
And the thing is, he's showing you that behind all these consultants. Because my thing is, as an owner, I'm going to call you in and say, dog, you're here to run my franchise. Well, damn, how many more people you going to bring? I give you Zach. Now you want Cowboy. Now you want Mike. Well, damn, how many people you need to help you when you supposed to do this?
Cowboy's there like what I did. Cowboy, wait, Cowboy. Look, like, why can't we be friends? It's because y'all didn't put up a score. I'm sorry. I had to let something out because I'm hurting myself.
Man.
Cowboy, what's good, brother? Did you watch? Were you able to watch the games? I know you were working today.
I look. I left work early, too gone. I should have stayed and made my money.
You should have made your
money.
money.
That was humiliating. That was embarrassing to say the least. I expected more from this team. You know, we didn't even have Cool to blame this week. So, you know, this is all coaching. All coaching. That was all coaching. And I was talking to the other guys, and they were like, "Well, the Saints did this, Saints didn't do this." And I'm like, "Well, the Saints on a rebuild. We can't compare ourselves to the Saints. We have our team." Well, you know, and I'm like, "No, this is coaching. We got out-coached. We got outplayed. Everything. I mean, I don't know. It was embarrassing to say the least."
Let me just say this, man.
I wish I had a violin right now for what you just said.
One thing I do not do.
Because Cowboy, I was disappointed because today was the day that I said during the morning show that this was Michael Penix's day. Michael Penix has had just a mediocre to best. He's won because the Falcons have been a good team, not because Michael Penix has been a good player.
Exactly.
Today was a day that Michael Penix was going to go have a balling day. He was going to go ahead and throw 2 touchdowns, 250 yards, everything like that. And he got benched. Now I'm assuming he got benched because the game was over. I don't know. You'll be able to tell me, but I was disappointed. I was disappointed.
Hey, look, and I'm thinking of all teams that we lose against this year.
Panthers.
This was not going to be that team. Granted, now Michael Penix Bryce Young looked very good in the season last year when we played against them. They came up a few players short. They've addressed that, but I did not think that it would be this bad. I thought the game was going to be a whole lot closer than what it was. But you know, Raheem could not have said it better himself. They got out coached. You know, they were unprepared. You know, we came into the thing unprepared.
Go put it in the garbage can, son. Man, my son done found a dead bird outside. Go put it in the garbage can. The trash can in the morning.
Look at
you know, I found a dead bird outside. Go put it in the garbage can. The trash man come on.
Hold on.
Something to say.
Let me just say this, man. First of all, shout out to my brother Larry of the Dixon Way, man. Shout out to my brother, man. Look, I've been telling y'all since last year, bro. Y'all had the lighter version of Dennis Allen. And y'all are starting to see. And matter of fact, he pulled a Dennis Allen today. He threw his damn team under the bus today.
Yeah, he did.
Did he really?
I said that before.
Wait, hold on. Cowboy, what did he say?
Cowboy, you explain.
Yeah. He pretty much said when he said that he was out-coached, outplayed, he wasn't referring to himself. I guarantee it. He was not referring to himself. He was talking about the offensive output, which is going to lead to him throwing Zach Robinson under the bus. I mean, it's as simple as that. Raheem Morris is not going to take accountability for nothing. Wow. He had the excuse with the defense last season with Jimmy Lake. Jimmy Lake is out of here. Now we have the issue with Zach Robinson. He's preparing himself to throw the offense under the bus, saying we could not get prepared. And we weren't prepared. The whole team was prepared. Nobody was prepared. You saw it in the demeanor of the whole team. We plain old got our butt handed to them. The game that Carolina came in and played today, that's the game that we were supposed to play. We were not prepared for it. And what was damning to Raheem Morris is he came out live and said that they knew that Carolina came in with situations that they weren't prepared for. But you still came in unprepared.
You're the head coach.
You're the head coach. You know, the simplest thing, one of the simplest things that got in the way, he allowed to happen.
He should be fired.
He should be fired. Now, you come into the game with a headset issue. right? Now, last game,
come on, they're blaming a headset issue.
No.
Okay,
but
okay.
it did hinder the momentum we could have started. Let's put it like that. So you come in, you had an issue last game. You go to your offensive coordinator and say, "Hey, man, that cannot happen." So while we doing our salutations and flipping of the coins and all that type of stuff, he should have said, "Hey, do we have this down pat? Do we have this fixed? Or is this going to be another issue?" You don't wait until after your second series in a play that you need and have a communication issue. You don't do that. As a head coach, you make sure all your that's why the head coach hat is a hard thing to fix.
There's a question. Was the Falcons communication, was it down?
It said it was in and out.
All right, because there's a rule in the national. There's a rule.
Yeah.
One team's head says equipment is not working. The
Both
other
of them have
team,
to shut it down.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering why Carolina didn't shut it down.
I have no idea, but it happened.
That is interesting because
it happened in Minnesota too. It happened in Minnesota too.
Wow.
We were having it. They were
we heard that from the YouTube broadcast. Shout out YouTube, by the way. We're on YouTube, so we might as well shout them out.
Yeah,
that was a great broadcast that they did for that game a couple Fridays ago, whatever it was, and they kind of broke down how the communications go and the rules and different things that are set in place. And yeah, that's crazy because a lot of those things are supposed to be handled before game.
Yeah.
So that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, and that's what we were saying in the chat earlier, man, that everybody needs to be held accountable for this one, from the head coach all the way down to the towel boy. Everybody gets handled. Because that's one thing that you do not have to worry about, is that head and that communication in the helmet. Now, I know at some point during the communication, the helmet gets shut down once the whistle blows. Once the after the last play, that whistle blow, right before the whistle blow, that helmet communication gets shut down. So they're not even talking about that. We're talking about trying to get the play in. Now, here's the thing. You are a multi-billion-dollar industry. Your team is a multi-million-dollar industry. You mean to tell me that there is no backup plan for something like that happening?
Probably
somebody
not.
throwing hand signals, something.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead. Come on.
What's your address? Tell me your address, y'all.
Don't tell me your address. We on YouTube, man. People are weird
Well,
on YouTube.
When we get off there, send me your address, bro. I'm going to Sam's and get you a whole thing of toilet tissue for the shit you sitting there telling me about.
What do you mean? That's facts.
Man, go ahead with this headphone shit, man. I'm gonna get you some tissue paper and clean. Headphones.
Hey, Coach Rock, while you at it, go ahead and order some walkie-talkies too.
Hey,
man, come on, man.
I'll hand deliver them myself.
So I want to ask you, Cowboy, what's okay. So Penix got benched. Is that a situation of just the game was over and so they benched him, or
there's no?
That's all it was.
You won't see Kirk Cousins next week. This is a matter of saving Penix for himself, barring anything coming down until the last plays of the game. Some freak injury happened where he cannot play. So that's all it is. There's no.
Are there any concerns, because Penix has some great one touchdown, right? One touchdown through passing touchdown, one touchdown, one throwing pass,
3 touchdowns, 3 games.
The first 3 games. Is there any concerns right now in the Atlanta Falcons? Whatever y'all call each other, y'all can't be a nation. Y'all probably a small community, but
we have been concerned since Matt Ryan was here, right? And it all comes down to one thing, and that's getting into that red zone and scoring. We can march up and down the field all day long, but we have to get in the red zone and we have to score. We can't rely on Cool or whoever the field goal kicker is to come in and kick us 3 points.
He played bad today.
Yeah, that was
the new guy played bad today.
Not the problem.
Yeah,
Mike, I saw you had something to add. What'd you have to say, Mike?
I was saying when he mentioned the red zone, I feel like that's also a big problem with both the Falcons and the Saints, Because like what I noticed, look, there's only well, it's not the only thing that can make your team successful, but there's a key thing that can make any team successful: red zone success. Because I've been saying this for the past few years, ever since 2021 when Breeze left, the Saints offense from like the 20-yard line to the other team's 20-yard line looks like one of the best offenses of all time. But then they get into the red zone and they act like they've never even seen the end zone before. It's insane. So like when you can't score in the red zone, then that forces your defense to have to get a stop. Because if you can't score in the red zone, there's pressure on your defense. Because if you only come away with 3 points or even no points, then the defense is like, man, the offense worked all that just for us to have to go out on the field and bail them out again. The defense is going to get tired. The defense is going to get like their morale's going to go low. So like if you can't score in the red zone, I'm sorry, you're not going to be a successful football team.
Yeah.
Cowboy, I'm sure you know it with your Atlanta offense stuck in the red zone. And hey, that's not a shot at you because guess what? Our offense can't score in the red zone to save their life. So so if you can't score in the red zone, you're not going to win too many games. Yeah, you may win a couple games 6-3 or whatever, but you ain't going to win if you can't score in the red zone.
Well, here's one thing that a lot of people probably didn't pay attention to today in that game. That we talking about red zone, we did not even get to the Panthers 30-yard line. That was sad. We could not get to the 30-yard line. Forget the red zone.
Wow.
Talking about field goal tries. Who wants to try a field goal that long? Nobody.
It was just a bad day.
And look, the guy that we
it's a bad day, Coach. You're right.
It's gonna be
okay. So let me go to Coach over there mocking.
It's a bad day,
Coach. I don't dare want to see you in a Bijan Robinson jersey come week whenever we play them, bro. If I see you in a Robinson jersey, we're gonna have some issues.
You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna come. Look, he's gonna turn the flip and say, "Hey man, bring Cowboy back. We don't want a freaking game. We don't beat the Bills, or we don't
sounds right. Sounds right. Sounds all right.
Bring Cowboy back." Hey, look, I'm not saying that we should have won or why we did. I know why we didn't win. And my thing is coaching. When coaching is causes you to lose a game, you have to take accountability for yourself and say, "Hey, you got to go above and beyond saying I got out coached." No, you just didn't know what the freak you was doing.
You have to own it. Yeah, you have to. Well, I mean, dude, like if you're the leader of the team is the coach and the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And if you come out and you lose a game and your coach or your quarterback comes out and goes, "Yeah, well, this person didn't do what they were supposed to do," that's a problem. That's a problem.
And the most damning thing that I saw today, and I'm not even talking about the loss. I can handle the loss. But the most damning thing that I saw today was my quarterback, my captain, my field general sitting over there on the bench after the game with his head down. You remember what happened to Justin Fields when he got that mentality? After every game, he sat over on that bench. Everybody else headed to the locker room. He on the bench, got his head down with his helmet on. That's what I don't want Penix to look like.
Yeah, hey, you think he's gonna be in grown folks tonight?
Come again?
You think he's gonna be in grown folks tonight?
We had said that too. We better not see now one of them over there in Magic City tonight. It's off limits to them. They are on punishment.
Hey, if the balance is no better, they better keep their asses out. That's right.
Grown folk jumping right now.
Hey man, you see what happened? You see what happened to Kirk Cousins when he went to Magic City? They named some wings after him. They don't gave him a dance and everything. And I'm like, he came back. He wasn't even the same Kirk Cousins.
So Cowboy, what's the panic right now? Like, is there any panic, and what's the panic?
We're gonna wait till next week. Till next week. This game here, it was a panic, yes, because the defense should have had a field day.
Oh, Scatterbo with touchdown.
Scatterbo, I love that kid, man.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what. I don't know how good Scatterbo actually is as he does the backflow in the end zone and everything like that, bro. I think he's built like a fullbacker, but That mug just did a backflip into the end zone, and there was a little screenplay that was a like a throwaway screenplay, and this mug dove to the ground to try and pick up the screenplay. I love that energy
He's
out of
McCaffrey
a kid,
and
man.
a fullback body.
Yeah,
that's exactly what he is. But the concerning part is Carolina Panthers were beat up offensive line, defensive line, linebacker. They were beat up all over their team. We couldn't capitalize on that.
It's 6-6.
So the thing going into next week is we have to continue with the pressure. We have to continue with that. But the offense has to find a way to capitalize on other teams' weaknesses. Because I mean, it's injuries all through the league. Not saying that the next man up can't perform, but Zach Robinson has to get his play calling to the point where these offensive weapons that we have, they look like what we're supposed to look on paper.
So now, Cowboy, we've been coming at you. Were you able to watch the Saints game and talk your shit? Finally, I'm gonna give you the free of range to talk your shit. If I gotta mute Dolph, I'll mute Dolph's bitch ass. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we both lost by 30 points, man. There's not too much more to talk.
They nothing you can talk. Yeah, we're all the bottom of the barrel at this point now.
It's bad, man. I tell you, it's bad.
So,
30 points.
Cowboy, are you gonna be able to get off when Saints play Falcons?
Oh, I'll take off. I'm gonna take off. Yeah,
so we can do a live stream all together. Hopefully, I'm off too. I can't take off once I start, but
I'm taking off on that.
I'll be off, and we'll have some fun.
Look, if I'm not at the game, I will be taking off. But I do plan on being at the game, both in Louisiana or here in Atlanta.
Oh, hey, if I'm off while you out here in Louisiana, man, holla at me. We'll go ahead and we'll have to get some food or something like that. After
the whole time I'm there.
Stream the whole fucking time, and I'll come up and meet you guys. Give some. I'll get him some beignets. We'll get some po' boys. We'll go have a good time, man.
I want some tall boys, some low boys. I want them all.
Come on, man. We gonna go and get some drive-through daiquiris and all that shit, bro. We can have a good time.
I just watched what's his name? TD over at Dolphin Fan Talk, and he had went back and he was like, hey, I had said we were going to lose against the Falcons, but after the day. He said, we're going to beat the Falcons. And I'm like, man, come on, dude.
Yeah, y'all better stop. Yeah. Boy, them Fins are bad, bro. Them Fins are bad, bro.
Yeah, they are bad. Yeah, and he on the show. He said, man.
Dolphins,
they're
bad.
He said, we are worse than bad. That's what he said.
The Dolphins was in a 21-21 tie with Buffalo.
Yeah.
Man,
until that penalty changed everything. No,
boy, man, them Bills. Boy, I was watching that game. Boy, them Bills were sleeping. But look,
man, that cause the Dolphins had them sleeping.
You're right. This is the type of passes that Josh Allen was making. Your boy said it like that, like 5 times.
And I'm gonna tell you, that's how bad Penix was today, right?
Hey, Cowboy, did you realize that the football that I threw? Oh yeah, it was the Super Bowl football. I didn't know if you knew what it looked like.
It looked like one of those defective footballs.
Oh,
one of those ones that they give away when they make a mistake. But hey, look, check it though. It got to the point at the Falcon game that it was so bad, right? That especially the interceptions. That I thought Penix was actually playing for Vegas. I mean, I look, either he was going point spread or he was doing something because those interceptions, man, he made them look worse than what Matt Ryan did. I mean,
Cowboy, I'm pissed off because we got a little we got a Pick'em's league on sleepers where you pick every game and you go ahead and do your thing.
Right.
I have only won 2 this week. So far, 2. And your Falcons is one of them motherfuckers that I thought was gonna blow the Panthers. I thought it was gonna be 30-0 the opposit way, man. I'm fucked up. I done lost all my excuse my language. I done lost all my emotion, bro.
Yeah, this been a strange week. I mean, a strange week. Yeah, in football, period. It's especially the NFL. It's been strange all week, all day long.
Let me start. I'm glad you went there, Cowboy. Let's go around the NFL family right quick.
Yeah, let's
First of all, let's start in Cleveland, bro.
You want me to pull it up?
Huh? I'm about to pull it up right now, Zach. Yeah. No,
I got you, brother. I got you.
That's the most strangest game of all.
Let's start in Cleveland. Now, this is the #1 ranked team coming in today in the table of 32 come on in NFL power rankings. And with good reason after the first 2 weeks. But my God, their first road game today.
Wow.
They go to Cleveland. Now, one thing Cleveland does have, and we've been saying all season, the problem ain't Cleveland defense, it's their damn offense.
It's the offense, right?
And the
Lord
offense
Almighty
continue to be a problem today. But that defense kept them in that game the entire time. They kept coming up with play after play to keep it close. And finally, Joe Flacco kind of woke up. 21 of 36 for 142 yards. But
Sleepy Joe.
Quinshon Judkins, the running back from Ohio State, 18 carries, 94 yards, 1 touchdown. Came in, he ignited that offense.
Boy.
They had Njoku going 5 for 40. And they made the play. I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this game on the red zone, and I'm like, they're actually going to pull this off. They're actually going to pull it off. And listen, when they lined up for that kick, I had no doubt it was going to be good. I had no doubt. But that goes to me, I think it's the NFL. We know you can't overlook nobody, but you're not going to tell me there weren't a couple players on that Packer team who were like, man, we playing Cleveland.
I'll tell you what. I was about to say some crazy shit. I was about to talk about how Quinshon Judkins. I didn't say this, but I'm saying it now. I was about to say Quinshon Judkins might have abused that woman, but he definitely abused the Packers.
Yeah,
he might not have abused that woman, but he abused them Packers, bro. 18 for 94 yards and a touchdown. Come on, man.
I'm gonna go back and look. Oh, y'all done got me in trouble. Hey, but look, I'm going to say this. Look, I'm going to go back and look. I'm trying to see if any offense today got above 300 yards.
Oh,
even with all the points that was like 40 minutes.
Did you see the Colts?
You talking about total yards? I mean,
total yards.
Yeah, what the Colts
no. Boy, let me pull the box score. Colts go ahead and take down the Titans 41-20. 228 yards passing for Daniel Jones, 137 yards rushing. 102 of those come from Jonathan Taylor. 3 tutties for Jonathan Taylor. Hey, Dolph, I wasn't about to pick my straight balling player of the week the way I did with Devontae Adams, which I haven't even looked to see if he did good or not. I wanted to go Jonathan Taylor. But I was like, nah, let me pick something a little absurd. You know what I mean? Like, let me go Devontae and try to catch somebody. But man, oh man, go ahead and go through the rest of the games, Dolph. My bad, man.
All right, so right now going on Sunday Night Football, we got a 6-6 tie with the Giants and the Chiefs, and quite frankly, I think Rome is about to fall. Rome is about to fall, fam.
The Chiefs don't make the playoffs.
The Chiefs have six punts with 1:11 seconds left against the Giants.
Let's keep going. Keep going.
I know you don't want to hear that. That's why you're in that chair quiet right now. But I'm when they lose tonight, I'm calling your ass. All right, tomorrow night is the game of the week. To me, Detroit taking on Baltimore. Everybody thank the Ravens. Shout out to Mozzie, y'all in for it tomorrow night. You thought Buffalo scored 40. I'm telling you right now, the Lions going to hang 40 or more on you too. They got too many weapons all over the field. They got enough playmakers. Lions going to win out. Buffalo, Miami 31-21. Carolina surprises everybody. Shuts out Cowboys, Falcons 30-0. Damn, the Falcons couldn't even get a safety. I know we got our ass whooped, but damn. The upset of the day, Cleveland. That's right, baby. The Browns.
You predicted that, right?
All right.
Thank you. The Browns. No, did I? Damn, I got to go back. I don't know. I may have.
I can't remember it either.
Cleveland 13, Green Bay 10. Jacksonville over the Texans. Oh, speaking of 0-3, And trouble in paradise. How about the Texans?
There's a lot of 0-3 teams.
They've been going downhill. They've been going downhill 0-3. I told you guys in the pregame show that the Cincinnati Bengals and Browning would get destroyed by the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh Lord Almighty, bro! Bro, how many interceptions? Two pick sixes. Two pick sixes. If you got fantasy, Dolph, do you know how many points the Vikings scored in fantasy on defense?
How many?
40.
That's crazy.
40 plus.
That's crazy. And shout out to the Steelers. The Steelers lay up there. The Steelers get past the Patriots today, 21-14. The Rams get past. Now you talking about a crazy game.
That game was crazy.
Man, that Rams and Eagles.
It was over.
This is the problem. Coach talked about it. We all talk about it. Everybody talks about it. You dominate the first half, but what happens? You don't get touchdowns. You kick field goals. Kicking field goals will get you whooped. And that's what happened today. They started off, got a turnover in the second half, go up 26-7. Should have been a bigger lead than that. Finally, the Eagles start attacking downfield. They get Brown involved. The offense opens up, and they take the lead. The Rams drive late in the game in scoring position, and big Jordan Davis not only blocks the field goal, but picks it up and takes it to the house, baby. You talking about a demoralizing defeat. The defeat that the LA Rams suffered today is reminiscent of what the Baltimore Ravens suffered in week 1 against Buffalo, a game that they had total control of and looked like they were on their way to win. They found a way to lose instead of a way to win. So shout out to the Eagles, who once again showed that heart of a champion as they come back and win 33-26. In the NFC South, it was the Jets at the Bucks, and
they should have won too.
Very good. What did they score on a was it an intercept?
I don't know what it was, but I just saw the Jets take the lead, and then Buccaneers had a couple minutes. But this was just what goes down to why Buccaneers are such a great team, bro. Like they find a way to win. Like people always get wrapped up of winning by a big amount and everything like that. We got that last year.
All that counts is that W and that
W.
That's it. That is it, man. Baker Mayfield, by the way, in that game goes 19-29 for 233 yards and 1 touchdown. Now,
and you notice they did that without Mike Evans?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Evans went out with a hamstring, and they're gonna go ahead and get Chris Godwin back more than likely next week. So now it'll be Chris Godwin and Ibuka. So that'll be interesting.
Ibuka is the real deal. That kid, that's a hell of a pick for them.
Oh my God, dude. Once, bro, Dolph, once they got Ibuka, I said this is some bullshit. I said this was some bullshit.
Good night, y'all. I'm getting my nerves getting bad. Good night. Good night.
Yeah, I know. I know your nerves bad. Yeah, don't get your ass off now. I'm watching it too. I'm talking, but I'm watching. Yeah, the blocked field goal and the return for a touchdown. Thank you, J Rock, for the Jets in that game.
All right, talk to the coach.
Yeah, he don't want to talk right. Brian Burns down on the field for the Giants. Looking at his knee, he ain't looking good. Let's hope he's all right. Yeah. All right, let's keep going with the scoreboard. 41-20. How about the Indianapolis Colts, baby? The Colts are undefeated. Damn it, I said that the Titans would get their first win of the season. I was wrong. The Colts and Danny Dimes, baby, go into Nashville and come away a 41-20 winner. Daniel Jones, 18-25.
Dolph, who would have thought yards? Who would have thought that that Daniel Jones going to a new team and then Giants, even though they're 0-2, possibly to go 1-2. This is going to be an interesting game, but they both benefit. Who would have thought?
I'm telling you, listen, the Colts are benefiting from having a competent player at quarterback. And I think sometimes
a great
we
run
forget
game
that
and a good defense.
Yeah, I hope that Jonathan Taylor makes a great difference for this team. Also, I think we forget that despite his tough days and tough times with the Giants, he did lead the Giants to the playoffs. He does have a playoff win.
Prior to last year, Dolph, I was talking about Daniel Jones, and I was sitting there. I was like, Daniel Jones wasn't the problem outside of last year. Prior to last year, I was like, Daniel Jones wasn't the problem, man. He was the heart and soul of that team when Saquon left, and I felt like, Saquon was injured, I should say. And I was like, Daniel Jones was fighting for his life. He had no block. He had no wide receiver. He has no weapons. He went ahead and got Malik Neighbors last year, but then had no run game, had no competent things. Well, now he's sitting there. He's got, not great weapons in Michael Pittman and Joshua Downs and all of this, but you got elite running back. You got decent receivers, definitely better than what he had outside of Malik Neighbors from last year, but you have more competent wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 overall. And a better defense. The Colts defense isn't horrible. They've always been middle of the pack. They've always looked worse because the team has been bad. Go ahead, Dolphins.
So again, shout out to the coach, man. They go 3-0 on the season.
Wow.
How about now? Listen, I'm not a Marcus Mariota fan, but man, I got to give credit where credit due. Marcus Mariota played great football today as he leads the Commanders over the Raiders 41-24 in this contest. Mariota goes 15 of 21 for 207 yards with a QB rating of 118 and 1 touchdown, and he rushed for 40 yards on the ground, averaging 6 yards a carry. The Commanders improved now to 2-1. Now,
Dub, I'm happy that I wasn't able to howl earlier today because I would have looked more stupid by actually. I would have looked worse doing that than barking because I didn't pick a single game right.
Hey, I was watching y'all while y'all was doing that, and I'm like, wait a minute, where did this come from?
wait, Cowboy, you don't know about that?
You don't know about that?
No. Cowboy, you get have to get in on Sunday morning. Yeah, if you were ever the lone wolf, if you pick a game and everybody picks against you, you are the lone wolf and you have to howl. But I was I was a little congested this morning, so I couldn't do it. I was struggling. So I gave him a wolf and a bark.
Yeah, I saw when you was barking. I'm like, where's all this coming from? Okay, I get it. I get it.
Man, and the game that is and what I'm going to do, I'm going to watch a lot of these games tonight and tomorrow on the condensed version. The Broncos fall to the Chargers, and right now, again, we said it coming into this game that if the Chargers could win this game, they would take a stranglehold on the AFC West right now. And right now, they have beaten who? They're beating the Broncos. They're beating the Chiefs. And damn, didn't they just beat the Raiders?
Dolph, could we say that the Chargers might be a favorite for a Super Bowl?
It's kind of early for that, but right now they're one of the favorites in the AFC to represent the AFC. We can't say that.
Let me look at them real quick. They beat the Broncos 23-20. Yes. They beat the Chiefs 27-21. They beat the Raiders 20-9.
All division wins.
They got Giants next week. Mm-hmm. They got Commanders the following. You would assume Jaden should be back by then, but who knows? They got Dolphins and Colts. They got Vikings which I don't know what to think, whether it's Carson Wentz or J.J. McCarthy, what they're better off with. I'd probably say Carson Wentz at this point.
That Colts game now all of a sudden looks like a marquee matchup.
Yeah, right, exactly. And then they go Titans, Steelers, Jags, Raiders.
Can't overlook the Jags.
And then, no, I think you can. Personally, me. But and then you go back to the Chiefs. I feel like until you get into what week is that? 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Mm-hmm. That up until week 12, they could be 12-0. leading into their matchup before they face off against the Eagles on it's a 7:15 game, so I don't know if that's Sunday night or Monday night, but you can be looking at Chargers games that's undefeated up until that point. The way they've been playing. When did Harbaugh decide that he's going to go ahead and join into the 2025 year and decide to start passing the ball? Makes sense.
When he got a quarterback like Justin Herbert.
Well, he didn't use him last year, but this year he sure is.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what the difference maker was, everybody in the chat. Keenan Allen. Everybody was really harsh on Keenan Allen when he was with the Chargers because he dropped a lot of passes, but he was also getting about 15 targets a game. He was bringing in about 8 or 9 of those. And every time he got a drop, they were like, "Oh yeah, he can't catch the ball." That was like the stigma about Keenan Allen. He can't catch the ball. No, it's because he was the only option. Because all they had was Quinshawn Johnson and Palmer, and before that, I can't remember who it was. And now he's looking good. Now with a couple more options, Quinshawn Johnson is looking pretty good. I'll give it to him. Keenan Allen's back. You got Ladd. All that's looking really good. And now you have a run game that they haven't even needed to utilize because the pass game has been so well.
Right.
I think this Chargers team is scary now, out of nowhere.
And looking at the stats from this game, Bo Nix went 14 of 25 today for 153 yards.
56% completion. That's horrible for him.
So that was not a good day. And he had a passer rate of 87.6. On the ground, the Broncos, J.K. Dobbins, 11 carries for 83 yards, 1 touchdown. He averaged 7.5 yards a carry. In the receiving room, Sutton went off today 6 catches for 118. But hey, he was really the only one. He's a really damn good receiver, man. Hey, they traded
people
Valet,
sleep on
but
Sutton.
I don't know right now. Could they not have used Valet today? Because damn it, we got him, but we ain't usually using him. So
he was hurt today. But
y'all don't have a quarterback. Y'all need a quarterback first, don't you?
Shut the fuck up, cowboy. Shut up,
Hold on. The quarterback ain't real talk. Quarterback ain't the problem with the Saints.
Yeah, I actually like Rattler. I actually like him, to be honest with you.
Rattler ain't the problem. The problem that the Saints is everything. Blocking, scheme.
I'm gonna stay the point with Rattler that I think his ball placement is costing him drives.
It has to get better. There are times when he does. It does.
And I think it will get better, but that if it doesn't get better in the next 3 weeks, then we have a problem. But yes, I agree. Yeah, it's not on Rattler, but anyway, sorry.
Yeah. No, you good.
Yeah,
I actually like Rattler.
Cowboy.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, man. You know I love you, man.
Oh, it's all good.
And here's a game that unfortunately we had to sit through for 3.5 hours and watch this debacle. Let me stop before they flag me. I wasn't trying to play it, damn YouTube. So 44-13, and believe me, it wasn't that close. This game was lost in the first quarter. Kickoff return, block punt. Just that fast, you're down 14-0. Then you go down 21-0. And again, I'm not going for field goals. I'm down 21-0. I'm not going for a field goal. I'm down 38-3. I'm trying to get the ball in the end zone. If I don't get in, so be it.
Fuck it. Yeah.
I got to be aggressive because right now we're getting beat every which way in this contest. My team is not. They're not bringing it. There's no passion. There's no one playing with fire like the ass is on fire. They're sitting back. They're receiving all the blows. They're not counterpunching. And to me, it was just a horrible day. On this day, I'm gonna start with the Seahawks. Let's take a look at the stats in this game, and let's start with the winning team. Really, that's the only thing to
just
look
go
at.
off before you get into Kenneth Rattler's our second best player. I'd argue that he was our first best player today.
Yeah, him and Pete Warner had the best days.
Yeah, and everybody was coming at Pete like super hard. I don't know if you saw that last week.
Oh yeah, including Coach Rock.
because of that one misplay where he was a yard off of position on that long third down play.
Right.
But outside of that, Pete Warner I thought played really good. I didn't agree with that at all.
Right. Today, Sam Darnold, man, 14 of 18, 218 yards, 77% completion percentage. He had a QB rating of 154, damn near perfect, almost a perfect QB rating today against the New Orleans Saints. Drew Lock came in. He was 2 of 3 for 15 yards. On the ground, Kenny Walker, the third, 16 carries for 38. Olani, 10 for 27. The Saints were down in this contest, family, 38-6. And the Seattle Seahawks had a grand total of 16 plays in this game. I'm going to say it again. They were up 38-6, and they ran 16 damn plays. The Saints had ran 40 or more plays and were trailing in this contest as badly as they were. It was a good old-fashioned take you out behind the barn ass whooping that the Seahawks gave the Saints today.
Big your switch, Dolph.
Yeah. Seattle improves on the season to 2-1. Now, a game that no doubt shocked a lot of people. It was the Bears upsetting the Dallas Cowboys.
That was crazy. What happened? Did you watch that game? What happened?
I was in and out. I was watching a little bit of that. Simply put,
Dak had a good game.
Dak's been having a good game all week. It's that defense, man. Let me say this. The all Cowboy Nation out there, some of you may agree. I think the majority of you go agree with me. Nah, it's not even about Michael Parsons. He's gone. It's about Trayvon Diggs.
Oh, he's shit. He's shit. He's been shit since his rookie year.
Did y'all? He got burnt like a bunch of times.
Ever since he received that payday, his game has gone straight down. Everybody torches his ass. He is not. I repeat, he is not that same Trayvon. That year, he was a risk taker.
He was never
then, but now his technique has gotten worse. It hasn't gotten any better, and he is not. He strikes fear in no receiver that goes up against him. And today the Bears lit his ass up, and they lit the Cowboys up to the tune of a 31-14 victory in this game. Caleb Williams, probably his best game as a pro. 19
he
of 28.
Played great.
He's 298
great.
yards. Completion percentage 67.
It's not bad.
QB rating of 142.
No sacks.
Sacks.
Wait. Go back to that. Go back to 0 sacks.
0 sacks.
You know who'd be a good player to get sacks?
Let me see. What's his name?
Michael.
Michael? Same name as my son, Michael.
I thought Jerry Jones called him Michael.
Oh, maybe he got the man name right. Maybe it stayed. But hey, and listen. On the ground, the Cowboys they did right on. They held the Bears down on the
Swift
ground.
Sucks.
Nothing but Zach is not a fan of Swift.
I'm sorry.
Luther Burton the third, baby. Welcome, rookie.
First is that his first touchdown? I think it is.
I believe it is. 3 targets, 3 catches, 101 yards, and a touchdown today. Rama Duse 3 for 62 as he undressed Trayvon. And that weak ass jam that Trayvon Diggs tried to do on that dude.
Oh my God. I just saw the replay of the touchdown that the Chargers had to tie it up at 20. Oh my God, did Herbert look elite. I'm sorry. I just got sidetracked.
Hey, touch on it, man. Touch on it. You know how we do. All right, family.
Go ahead.
Now, how about this? The 49ers under Mac Jones. Mac Jones. Find a way to get past the Cardinals 16-15 in an old-fashioned throwback football game. It was a defensive football game. It will punch you in the mouth. Kyler Murray, 22 of 35 for 159 yards, 1 touchdown. He was sacked 1 time, a QB rating of 82. A completion percentage of just 62.9. Now his counterpart, Mac Jones, wasn't that much better today, 27 of 41. 284
Crazy
yards.
how much they had thrown the ball.
65% completion percentage, one touchdown, one intercept. Yeah, go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, I was saying, man, quick shout out to James Conner, man. It so sucks that he gets injured. It looks like it may be another ligament issue in his knee. I'm a huge fan of James Conner. I always have been. He's one of the realest guys that I've known from the NFL through like podcasts years ago. A guy that went through an ACL tear, recovered from it, got into the league, went through cancer, fought it, beat it.
Yes.
Dealt with ACL tear, MCL. I can't remember what it was. Dealt with it again. Came back and was firing, and then unfortunately, it looks like it may be another knee injury for James Conner. So praise up for him, man, because he's a baller, man. He's a baller.
Yeah, man. And we touched on the Raiders game, Colts game. We touched on Tampa, the Rams game. We touched on New England and Pittsburgh again. I knew that Minnesota would shellac Cincinnati, but not like that. 48-10.
Not like that.
Jacksonville beating Houston surprised me. There are some problems in Houston, and it has to do with that offense, man. CJ Stroud and that offense, they ain't look the same, man. Things are looking down offensively.
It's starting to look like both Stroud and Bryce Young were not worth the pick.
Yeah. Cleveland, man, shout out to the Browns once again, and not the offense.
5 sacks.
Shout out to that defense that once again showed up. 5 sacks today on Jordan Love. Now the Packers, their first road game, they go to Cleveland, they lose. Now they have a little adversity. How will they bounce back next week? And by the way, join us Tuesday night for the table at 32. Come on in NFL Power Rankings. Will the Packers still be the number 1 team in our power rankings? I doubt
Probably
that.
Not.
I doubt that. But who will be the new number 1? And if they do fall, how far will the Packers fall? You got the John Lawrence Tuesday night.
Who jumps to number 1, Dolph?
Ooh.
Like way too early. Like, I mean, before we get to evaluate it, but like who jumps to
right
number
now,
1?
It's not hard. It's got to be Buffalo.
It's got to be Buffalo, right?
It's got to be the Bills. It's got to be the Bills who jumped to number 1.
Do the Colts, even though the Colts I don't think have had tough competition, do they jump close to that top 10?
I had the Colts in the top 10.
You had them in the top 10. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I had them just outside. I had them at 14, I think.
No, I think when Lawrence tallied all our votes up, they were inside the top 10. Yeah.
Wow.
And their performance that they did. This is 3 straight games the Colts have scored over 30 points this year. That's a franchise record. And they had the great Peyton Manning.
One of the you could argue Super Bowls aside, greatest quarterback of all time. Cowboy, is there any team, any player, anything that stood out to you before we close out? Damn, Cowboy, he left me hanging. I went up for the dap, and he walked right past me. You seen that? You seen that, Dolph? He walked right past me.
Well, look, family, our brother Cowboy, man, we want to thank him for joining us. For all of you who are not familiar with my brother, he's the host of Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. My brother's doing a great job there. He has over 760 subscribers, and he is growing.
Get him to 1,000, man. He's too good.
He's too damn good, and it's for good reason that he's growing, man. He does an excellent job on breaking down the game, giving you his perspective. Is knowledgeable, man. It's straightforward. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. He tells it just like it is, man. And we're proud to have him as our brother and as a member of the Come On In Sports Network. So everybody, please go over and subscribe to Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. We got to get him to 1,000 subscribers this season. And also, don't forget to join us this Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern Time for As the NFL Turns for Week 4. The Week 4 edition of As the NFL Turns pregame show as we get you ready for all the day's action.
That's right.
Zach, Carlos, PJ, Lawrence, myself, our brother Nine will be in the chat. Coach may jump in. We never know if he had his oatmeal, he probably jump in. So Eric, please be with us and join us, man. Shout out to our brother Jeremy too. Jeremy will be joining us soon. You know, he's just, hey, he's being a father, he's being a husband, he's handling family right now, man. And shout out to our brother, and we're sending our love to him and the family, man. Again, family, this has been the Kickback. Final score 44-13. It wasn't that close.
You didn't have to say that.
It was one of the most humiliating games by the New Orleans Saints in recent memory. Congratulations once again to Megan and the 12th man as they improved to 2-1. As for the New Orleans Saints, this rebuild to a lot of you now hopefully is real. And hopefully we don't have to sit through days as bad as this. Hopefully this is the worst that it is all season. I just want to see progress. I want to see competitiveness. I want to see effort. I want to see hustle. I don't want to see what we saw today.
And we got a tough week 4.
It looked like a lot of y'all out there quit, and that's unacceptable.
I agree. Thank you.
So for my brother Zach and myself, it's your boy Dolph. This has been the Kickback. Until next week, baby. Remember, love and who that?
Who that?
We out.